ladies and gents. Welcome to the live. Happy Tuesday. It's Talk Your Ish Tuesday, baby. I think we got a whole lot to talk about. Let me get something up here. This looks so bare. Y'all give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. I gotta get something up here. Let me see, y'all. I was cruising through the YouTube street, so let me see what type of background is gonna let me use. Oh, it's saying I gotta be oh, okay. Well, let me go up here and get some. I'll just click on something. Okay, that a little better. Okay, thank you, Salty Buzzard. Chum. Shan hit me up and said, baby, it's some documents out there. I said, girl, I looked earlier. I didn't see nothing. Well, I looked yesterday. And I said, how much? $600 just being funny, y'all, playing around. She was like, no, 130, what was it? 136. I said, now I was being damn funny, but I ain't paying no damn $136 for no damn documents. But child, after listening to Pam over there, I may have to reach way down, baby. Cause it's a lot. It's a lot of things I want. Whew. I'm not gonna. I know some of y'all may have been jumping around to different lives. So I don't have the documents. I have the first 15 pages. I don't have all of them, but I just wanted to come and check in for one. And hold on, y'all. I got a text message and see what y'all thought about the documents. And if it was anything that you guys have heard so far, thus far, okay, that you was like, what the what? Say what now? What? Wow, huh? I'm like, oh my God. I wonder if the hotel invoice was paid with a victim's credit card. Okay, okay. Let me speak to everybody. Then we'll get into, like I said, I do have the first 15 pages. I got all the way through. Let me see what I got. Let me tell y'all where from beginning, where the the page that begins the document with the state's response to defendants supplemental briefing to suppress vehicle search and all derivative evidence. And then 15, I think it is, or 16, okay, it ended with just them going through the exhibits and what the exhibits with a brief definition of what was in the exhibits. Okay, that's what I have. But I think we on information overload. I know I am. So we just gonna talk about some of the things, and I will pull from the chat and things that I remember because I was at work. So I had one earbud in trying to damn listen, and people coming in my damn office. They want to, okay, let's meet up and discuss blah blah blah. And I'm like, I ain't got fucking time for this. Don't you know Nesto is more important here? 277 pages worth of documents been dropped. I can't even focus. Oh my God. Let me speak and then we'll just pop and talk about different things. Listen, Vic to the Veil say, girl, where you at? Where you at? I'm so hyped for this. I will drop the link too if you want to come up. You don't want to type in the chat. You think you can pop up here on the piano and say what you want to say. Feel free. I will drop the link. I will do that for you guys. Okay. Hey, Real say, oh my for God. The rabbit hole. The rabbit hole. Hey, Cross Country Cruiser. Hey, Real. Hey, Vic to the Veil. Hey, Nestos. I talked to Nestos today earlier. How you doing, sis? How you doing? Thank you for being here and modding for me on today. And I would I gotta ask y'all a favor at the end. It's free 99. Don't worry about all that. It's free 99, but one of our good ladies is in need of prayer. So I'm not gonna say their name, but I will ask you guys just to send up some prayers to the individual. They're going through something right now. They touch bases with me over on IG just to let me know that they'll be MIA for a little minute, but they will be back. So I said, well, if you don't mind, I'll ask the ladies and gents on the front porch to send a prayer up for you, but I will not say your name, and I got the okay to do so. So if you feel, if you're not Sonya, if you're not Sonya or atheist, please, please, please send just a special prayer up for the lady. All right, I appreciate it. Hey, El Sid, I'm tired, boss, from work today, but I am here. If I fall asleep, just cover me with the church cloth. Yeah, we're not gonna let nobody see your goodies, so we'll lay it over the thighs like they do when your little dress is too short, okay? Or you got thick thighs like me, baby, and everything rises up. Okay. Hey, cross country cruiser. Hey, complicated. Hey, E, what's up? Happy Tuesday. Hey, it's only me, 23, Salty Buzzard Sanders. Thank y'all so much for letting me know you guys can hear me. Hey, Al, how you doing today? Sure. We're gonna try to like lighten the mood, baby, make it fun something because it was just a lot. I was trying to drive home and listen to Pam. I couldn't see my damn screen because for some reason I took my damn glasses off when I got in the car. I think it was because my face was sweating. If you wear glasses, my face was sweating around the rim in the nose guard. So I took my glasses off and then I'm sitting in the car trying to look at the red light. I'm like, sure, don't hit nobody. Just go home. Hey, only me 23. Pal said it all. Baby, it's a whole lot. I need to go back and take notes like I used to do when I was in college in them damn lecture classes. I gotta record it, go back and break it down. Well, I don't have to record it. I could just go over to her channel, but baby, I had to break it down in like 20, 30-minute increments. I'm at work. I got you on the loudspeaker. They probably like, oh Lord, they go that country big mouth lady again today. Hey, co-workers. I wonder if the hotel invoice was paid with the victim's credit card. What victim, though? I don't think it was paid with Melody's card. I don't know. Hey, Tasha B. Hey, Latoy. Okay. I'm thinking L said, sure. Where you been at, girl? Sure. I had to run some errands out to work yesterday, and I tried to make it home so I could just at least come on here, but I ain't make it. Hey, Jay Blake. Bank, you in the bushes, babysitting duties. Hey, hey, kiddos. Be good. Thank you, Cross Country Cruiser, for the $5. Let me see what the message is. All those days and nights at the hotel before being arrested, I was like, what? Well, we do know that Big Creek, right? The last known residence lease that Shirley and Nesto signed was at Big Creek. And we know that Nesto went by the feed store, got some damn roaches or crickets or some type of insect and threw them over there in the damn corner. He probably threw them on Shirley damn shoes, baby. So he had to put them somewhere where Shirley would see them, and then they move without letting the landlord know or trying to get some type of pest control to see if they could get rid of the critters. They moved like a thief in the night, right? So Shirley was in a hotel. They were staying in a hotel. I don't think Shirley went to live with Tasha them until after Nesto had went to jail. That's my theory. So what you think about that? Yes, the block is hot. The block is hot. You missed it, Vic. Oh no. Hey, Aries one. Yes, thank you for supporting cross country. Hey, big sis, I said what I said. For real, Jay Blake, I'm here for it, but may fall asleep. Okay, you need to get your questions in then, L, before you fall asleep. Okay. Hey, TX Toy, thank y'all so much. I don't want to say the person's name, but they really need it, guys. Hey, Miss Butterfly. Hopefully, if they, drop in the chat. If they're in the bushes, they see that everyone is, Wishing the best for them. L said, me too. It's going to be a long night. LOL. Thank you, Aries one for the 4.99. Sending prayers for the lady. Appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. I told him we're not gonna act like Sonya that we will definitely do our big one on this. So he was messaging the Bible verses that look if you buck, baby. The Moses one took me out, baby. He liked Moses because he said that the CO over there at the jail said, you look like Moses with all that hair. I said, he a damn lie. Hey, Letitia. Thank y'all. Okay. Okay, what y'all think about the hotel receipts? This is the second person to make mention. I'm confused about the hotel receipts that Sonya supplied. I know it was from July 2022, but it sounded like Pam was saying she provided it then, but she didn't even know he was locked up. Well, bang, I think it may have been this information may have been provided since Cynthia was subpoenaed, right? Because she had to turn in her evidence quite a few times in January. Today is what, February the 4th. So I'm thinking some of those whatever Sonya turned in came from this subpoena. What do you think about that? I have to get those documents. Bank, I'm willing to go in. I'm willing to go in. So if anybody, okay, you have to figure out a way because they're 277 pages. We may have to make a Google account where if anybody want to chip in and we get enough coin, everybody will have access to them because I don't think you'll be able to email the documents, especially when you have pictures, a lot of visuals take up a lot of space, or you'll have to break it down into increments. I don't know, but I'm willing to go in with for the cause. I just can't see myself parting with a full 130 some dollars, right? But I have a ceiling in what I will pay. Okay, because I paid it before for documents. So I will put that out there. So we could team up. Okay, I'm good. I'm good on that, and I'll take the lead, or I'll sit, take the back seat, baby, like Shirley. It doesn't matter. But since I said it, me and Bank, we taking contributions, baby, and we willing to share the documents. If you contribute, we share. We just got to figure out a platform and a way to share them. Eric was the client and the realtor. Are we saying Erica? I think that's Erica. She's tired. Hey, Latoya, Lucas. I think they're living separately. A lot of people think they were living separately, but y'all know how needy Shirley is. Y'all think she was staying up there at the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn by herself? How you feeling today, big sis? Hey, Eve has many faces. Hey, Mississippi Shell in the ATL. I miss this all too. I'm just getting off from work. Okay, the tall diva. That's why she said they were separated since March 2022 because they were not living together. They did not have a residence, Latoya. But I don't believe Shirley. You probably heard me say this before. Shirley was fronting, right? But I'm not mad at her because she had to do what she had to do to get rid of old nasty Nesto. But I'm not paying that kind of coin for a ninja I'm separated from. But that's just me. Unless you done left me with a stash. Other than that, Lady T-Bug not funding your jail stay. I'm not coming off that kind of money. I may pay $6 here or there for a phone call, but I'm not coming off no 50,000 from a ninja that I'm not with. And he can't give it back. Did I say hey? Hey, Eve. I don't know if I said hey or not. Nestos, I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you. Oh, that means you're gonna be able to come up here and let the people hear your voice. I'm sleeping, but I'm here for the mess. Okay. Hey, NY Chill One. Hey, no. Okay, Sanders, I've spoken to. Hey, Karen. Aries One. Okay. Oh, cross country cruise her. I was wondering who was at the hotel because Shirley didn't know his whereabouts and he was in jail. But thanks for explaining. I think it was him and that damn hen. Well, we know he was on the phone with that damn hen before he was arrested. Hey, Rad. Thank you so much again, Cross Country Cruise her for the $10, baby. That's gonna go to the fund. Shit. Okay. I'm in the cash. I'm in on the cash for the documents. Okay, so we gotta come up with a plan. Child bank babysit. So I gotta wait and see. Okay, 9.99, another contribution. Baby, we taking alter, but we gotta find out a way so everybody that's contributing can get their own copy. Hey, cotton candy curls, and without a watermark on them too, so you can do with them as you please. Okay, we'll help pay. She said concierge. Okay, okay, okay. Out the bushes. Hey, okay, another Aries one. Okay, guys. We gonna get our damn documents. Only thing I could think of though is to maybe create like a Google account. Then everybody can go and just download them. Is Sonya so low down as to book a hotel on Shirley's dime? Why the hell not? She ain't got no morals. Hey, that girl repping BK New York. Welcome. Hopefully, I see my boo, Miss Boogie, down in here. Do you prefer Cash App or Super Chat? Because those documents are like a light bill. Let me put that up here. Either way, it's fine with me. Okay, I gotta write down everybody and what everybody contributing to. I'll just put my thing there so you can feel free to do, and then we'll give a tally. Nesto go straight to trial, stand up, say, I'm guilty. You honor and shuffle, walk, look, shuffle, stop, rock, shuffle. I swear that's what he be doing. Bye, nasty. Because, baby, when I tell you, whoop, 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 baptize your ass. I am here for the show. Okay, hey. Okay. Okay, so I got down to the end. So the first topic we really had was about the hotel receipt. We have some that believe that they were separated and Shirley was doing her own thing and Nesto was doing his own thing. But we know Nesto always been doing his own thing, even when they did have somewhere to stay at. I think Shirley was capping for the people, which I'm not mad at her because Nesto done did a whole lot of shit to her. So why be loyal to him? I'm trying to get up out of this marriage that we really weren't married because you was married to two other different women at the same damn time. So we get it. We get it. I'm not mad at Shirley. Do what you got to do to get out of that situation. Okay, for the ones that do not know what's going on, Will Wooten filed a 277-page document today in Fulton County at 12:05 a.m. Baby, early in the morning, right? He filed this. It was clocked in by the clerk. Okay. So we'll work together on that. And then I gotta go up here and get a list of everybody too that donated. Then we gotta work all that out. So we'll handle that. Okay. See you, Bank. Thank you so much. Okay. So for the ones that do not know, Wooten dropped a 277-page, $138, okay, document today. He filed it. In response, it's the state's response to the defendant's supplemental brief to suppress vehicle search and all. Oh, the chat. I was trying to see what y'all saying. Derivative evidence, right? I have 15 pages, but just to get down to the nitty gritty for the ones that Pam was where I went at. I think Pam's live was like maybe a little over 3 hours. I have not listened to anyone else because when it's one of y'all dropped me and said Pam was live, I went straight over to Pam's. So that's where I went at to listen, but I was at work. So I was trying to get it, but I swear every time I felt like some good juice was being dropped, somebody either walked in my office or needed me to do something. I'm like, I'm about to get sick and go home. I'm not gonna make it to 5 o'clock, but I stuck it out. So pretty much, you know that he's already filed one. one document that we've already went over, and that's the one where he was pretty much saying that Nesto don't have no damn rights, baby. He don't have no privilege. He don't have no damn say so about anything that occurred in that truck because he obtained it illegally. Shirley did not consent to him putting that vehicle in her name, and he also stole monies out of Shirley's bank account to pay on that raggedy ass truck while it dropped oil all through the ATL streets, baby. It was like breadcrumbs, okay? So that was one document. This is the second one, way more detail. I feel like he went for the jugular vein, baby, with this one because he left no stone unturned, in my opinion. And he making me feel a little bit more confident, but because the judge has the final say, I'm still holding out. I'm still holding out, y'all, because I'm nervous. I'm nervous about how the judge is going to take this response and what he's going to say can be used or what has to be thrown out. Because we said from day one we'll give him everything that was in that truck. We okay with that. We'll eat that, but Sean wants everything thrown out because he swear the investigation did not begin until they searched that truck, which we know that it's not 100% true, right? So this is more like discovery, y'all, for me, with the messages, with the exhibits, all those things. I'm like, did he hold back anything for court? This is giving discovery for me. Nesto wanted the discovery, baby. I may have to pull up. You think Nesto sick in his damn cell tonight? Cause baby, after all this, what the fuck can he say? Because Nesto tried to make 10 like because he went to jail, on those outstanding warrants. One, which wasn't here, it was Dion's fault, right? Dion had went to jail. Dion took the check down there. It was Dion, like Marshall. And I believe that was the one in Henry County. The one from Melody, we already knew, what that was about. And then the one in California. So he had 3 outstanding warrants when he was arrested. So clearly Melody had already filed her documents, prior to him even going to jail. So you could get that little paper that you had her credit card information wrote down on. We don't need that. We'll give that to you. But Nesto tried to make it seem like all this stuff started happening once he was locked up. We now know that these victims have been reaching out to him, threatening to call the popo on him, putting up in all damn black, all of those things. I'm here for the okay. Putting up on him, trying to retrieve their money, their property, their damn sanity, and their damn dignity. And he was, like y'all say, responding with, "Bless you, my child. May the Lord, be with you on your journey." And then out of fucking nerves to be pulling up on people saying, "I'll give you your ish if you give me $20,000. That lady should have pulled out a power and popped some hot lead in his ass or threw some hot grits on his ass. One of the damn two. I'm finna read some of y'all comments because y'all may be asking a question that we could talk about. And I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link in a little bit. Y'all know I gotta talk first because they don't let me talk when they come up here. Let me make sure y'all don't have no questions because I was kind of browsing up here and there. Shirley is not innocent. Okay, so what y'all feel about Shirley? Complicated. Did you hear where Gail said, "Baby, I reached out to the missus because I was trying to figure out where this ninja was. He not paying me. I done told him, I done gave him the definition of theft by was it theft by taking? And he's still playing with my coins. So I'm gonna reach out to Shirley. A lot of people seem to be reaching out to Shirley. I know that's your husband, and I know a lot of people like to see things, I guess, firsthand, they don't like to hear something secondhand. But I will say this as a wife, even though I've never been married, I probably would feel some type of way if women are jumping in my inbox saying that my man is scamming them. Like, we need to fucking talk about this because for one, Shirley don't have no damn security, and she be walking around. She's a public figure. She's at public events. You don't know how some of these women may feel about the things that they've lost to her husband, how they may pull up on Shirley, how they may want to attack Shirley because they may feel like she was in on it. But I guess Shirley would just let Nesto know, oh, this person's messaged me, this person's reached out to me, but really no follow-up. I feel like, Shirley, you should have probably tried to talk to some of these women unless you was okay with what your husband, which I don't think she was, but unless she was okay with what he was doing, didn't care, or that's his business, not my business. I don't know how to feel about that, complicated. Hotel, cause no more RV. Well, baby Erica Kane said that that's the way he moved them damn girls in their RV. Did y'all catch that damn T? Or in my Shamara voice, did you clock that T? She said that's how he moved the girls. And I heard that read multiple times by Pam over there. So what do you think about that? And I don't know how to twist my damn body like Shamara, but she said that's how he was transporting them girls. Okay, I need to pin that because we do got to come up with a way. Me too. Okay. 3 hours. Okay. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, it was about 3 hours. Sick and go home. I'm screaming, like, listen, I'm getting frustrated because it's like, I'm trying to get this thing. Leave me alone. It's the end of the day. This is the first I'm hearing about this. Haven't listened to Pam yet. Okay. That's why I figured everybody had probably already listened and probably was tired, even though I don't have the documents in their entirety. I'm like, nobody wants to go back over them damn documents no more. But we'll just cut up and just, talk about things that we noticed that, made us say, I'm sick today, but I could not miss this live. I hope you feel better, Karen. Dre was watching, listening, and eating a three-piece dark potatoes and gravy, a strawberry drink, and a pepper rubbing his feet and shaking his damn head. Nesto, you done it now, baby. Dre said he liked them girls with them chains on, baby, with the mask and them boots. Baby, woo 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 say you can keep that damn bacteria filled bobs and masks in that damn black bag in that LV. Okay, what you got to say about that, Dre? Nestos chopped them damn screwed. He probably wish he took a plea deal instead of listening to Miss Timu, attorney Sonya, her civil babble. Y'all think for the ones that do not know. I call Sonya Cynthia, the dog from Rugrats. Okay, so if you hear me flip flop, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, you think Cynthia told woo 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 a little bit more, and the reason that I'm putting that out there is because we know that Cynthia got them damn phone records. And it's sound now, I'm sure that Gail and Melody may have already had some of these text messages, but in my mind, I'm thinking Sonya got them damn messages. Did she turn these messages over to Mr. Woo Woo Woo? My mind was racing, Charles. What y'all think about that? There is no way the judge, in the name of justice, cannot let all the evidence be thrown out. That's too much. Nesto, baby, if it happened, I'm probably gonna be down for about a week because I'm not even gonna know how to even go live anymore. I'm gonna be shook. I am here for the show, the visuals, okay? Baby, you got the $8 plates going. Do you have pork chop over there? So we can we can give Lamont a plate. I wonder what Sonya is thinking now. It is still Silver Sonya. Hmm? Can we hear you now? Can we hear you? We can't hear you. I feel like Uncle Will was stunting for the YouTube streets, baby. We got to shout out. We got to shout out so we can pat ourselves on the back. Because he said, baby, the gag order did not stop nothing, which it wasn't granted. It didn't go through anyway. However, he did give a shout out to the YouTube streets. He said, because without the YouTube streets and other means, this shit was gonna get out anyway. The victims was gonna come forth anyway, because we worldwide. Okay. Thank you, woo woo woo, for the shout out. Sonya, you may get some stuff suppressed, but I am going to spill all the beans. Patty Betty, okay. Dre he eating big. Vicky said, we let you talk. Stop capping. Add in the drawers. Yes. Okay, yes, the what? Y'all can let Shirley play in y'all face. I told y'all Shirley knew Nesto was a scammer. Like married people, common law, been in a relationship for a long time. Y'all weigh in on this. If multiple people, let's put a number on it. Let's say 10, because I feel like we can name at least 10 occasions that we have heard that somebody had reached out to Shirley about nasty ass Nesto. If somebody reached out about your significant other, okay, multiple times about the same thing, are you guys just gonna sweep that under the rug? Like, how would y'all handle that? Because me, I'm going in, okay? Why is these hexes in my damn inbox saying that you're taking money from them? First of all, where is your money from your damn job, from your businesses, sir? Why is all these women coming to me about you? Cross country. Sonya knew a long time ago that he was guilty. She has not been sharing all the info she obtained by him. That's why she didn't pay for an attorney for him. Don't be fooled. I thought she was broke. I believe it. Okay. Loud. Hey, for grace. Y'all made me fall out of the damn bushes. See here? Fall out the bushes like Johnny Appleseed. Shirley doesn't answer her social media messages. She has someone to do that. Her, and it could have been very well been Dominique. Well, we heard Shirley say on one of those calls that people had been putting messages on her IG, but that don't mean that she didn't hear that, from someone else. I think Lamont is a pimp too. Because they said them girls was on that damn RV. I'm so overwhelmed with all this info. I'm just listening real. Drop down and tell me something that you heard today that made you say, okay? Because we want to talk about it. So am I real? I was so much, it was so much info. It was. Uncle Will put Sonya's name in there to be Patty, and I love that for her. Me too. I told y'all everybody was snitching at this point. Okay, Real say I made some good points. Okay. Yeah, because I know we don't know, but I'm just kind of feeling like, did they even have these messages beforehand? Hmm. Because she was doing the Metro PCS girl's job. She should have let them did it. It keeps bothering me about Dre saying she's not the type you can get them chains from Home Depot and tie her in the back of your RV. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Sonya gonna pull a Erica King on Nesto to save her ass. See, Erica is fucking genius level to me. She could never be Erica King. Nesto, if your attorney has your best interest at heart, okay, he'd advise you to shut the hell up, okay, to go ahead and plead guilty. Put yourself at the mercy of the court, okay, because all of this recidivist against you, Saya and Sylvia, both of you biatches, take several seats. And y'all know my mind, Nesto don't be talking like this. So you better take heed, Nesto. Yep, at least 10 plus friends and family. I don't need multiple times or people. It only takes one, and I'm on it. Okay. Nesto was still in Shirley's Bible verses. Baby, was it the daily bread? And sending them to the women. I forgot which one was it, y'all? Was it Psalms? One one something? I heard Pam say it. Dang, I forgot. Hey Nola, son ain't got no damn money. Okay. I've already made my feelings known about Shirley, but Wooten isn't charging her with anything, so I leave it alone. I don't know the woman. Yeah, yeah, and I'm glad that he's not. I really am. She doesn't deserve to be wrapped up in his bullshit. She just married a F boy, and I don't think she's done anything to land her, in handcuffs or in jail. She's really been through enough. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with Nesto. So I agree with you. I agree with you. But we still gonna talk about it. We still gonna ask questions, and we still gonna do that. Nesto lied on Sheridan about the mail coming to the house. I agree. Talking about them damn Africans with different female names. Come on now, Shirley, girl, you knew. Yeah, he tried to act like Sheridan was over there doing some of that African scamming, and he was telling a damn lie. Shirley probably saw something with the names on it, and because he knew that Sheridan had access to the home or was living there, he said what 3 year olds do. I didn't do it, she did it. And he probably pointed with his slow ass. What about when Ty the jeweler called about that ring and Shirley played dumb? Yup, just keep wearing that stolen ring. She didn't want to, that was her upgrade. The car. I knew that Nesto had flim flam or get a lot of her coins, money in car, but I didn't realize that he upgraded Shirley, on her birthday. And I was like, this ninja scandalous. What made me go, was the lady reaching out to Strawberry, and in true fashion, she ignored her. Yeah. Okay, does anyone know who the girls are? No, we don't know. Right, right. What y'all think about Erica Kane? What we heard about Erica King, y'all? Erica said that the lease. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta come back to Erica Kane. The lease. Y'all know I've been wanting to tea about that lease. So now I know that the lease, even though I don't have it, whatever, that don't matter. Was in Black Heritage name as well. I knew about the check. I knew the check had bounced, like a basketball, because they were trying to upgrade the HVAC system in 980 Pine Grove. And I think Nesto May was going to sublease that place. I'm not sure. And try to make some money off of it, because for the life of me, I cannot understand why he wanted a better HVAC system in that home if he was really gonna be just using it for a trap house. That came back up as well. We know what was the back rent on that, y'all? Was it $13,000? And that check bounced for, I believe it was $16,000. I may be off with my numbers, but that's something to think about as well. Okay, to me, it says Dre was aware that he has some serial kinks. Yeah, not saying, something, Karen. Okay. Hey, Miss E, thank you for being here and modding for me on today. Okay, when she read that part about Erica meeting and giving up several times and getting her plea, yeah, Erica say she almost got out of there, but the judge say, "Psych, she done been doing too much. She not finna walk out of here, and now she got to do is lay up in her house on her oxygen tank in the damn AC." Okay, no, we got to go back and revisit this plea deal. Sis, not so easy. Remember, he took one of the victims to wash away their sins in the green waters. That was Gail, right down here in Destin, Florida, baby. That was over there in the green waters. And that's why he was hitting her ass with them Bible scriptures. I can't speak of no other married woman, but if my husband is out in the streets criminally conducting himself, truthfully, I would not know because I do not involve myself in any of his affairs. So if people are reaching out to you, you're just saying you would probably just let him handle it. I think that's what you're saying. It doesn't, because where I'm from, kids be unalive, your parents could be unalive. People do drive-bys, they do home invasions, like nobody is off limits. And you don't know you don't know what's going on until something pop off. So for me, it would be a safety issue because if people are saying this and I'm just willy-nilly walking around town, my safety could be at risk. So I welcome the heads up. I do. What got me the most was how many times and how well Erica played lawyer. Okay. So they talked about, y'all know, that damn Zoom call was public information at one time. The one where was there when Nesto was arrested, and when she had the wrong name up there and stuff. That was public information at one time. That shit was funny. Erica said, "Listen, that was my clerk. That was my paralegal. That was my legal assistant name up there. I'm Erica. I'm April Holloway." See, I was still working when the good stuff was being read. I messaged you immediately. I'm like, let me put it on this, but okay. I haven't checked my I was on there earlier. I'll go back and check. I may have multiple messages at this point. Okay. Lady, well, you too funny. She did it. Probably put it cross country. Are you getting a visual? The girls, aka the Hex, aka Scheme Team. Okay. Erica is a criminal mastermind. Better say it. See, if she was working with somebody that was smart like her, she would have never got caught the F up, right? She dealing with this country bumpkin, this low mush mouth, low level damn criminal. He put the heat on Erica. Erica was handling things just fine. Okay. Shirley probably tried to bow out nice and quietly when it stopped benefiting her, which I don't blame her. Shit, I'm not trying to get mixed up in Nesto's crap. I wonder if Nesto showed the house to Shirley, but she did not like it. But Charleston said that Shirley would pull up with her friends, that he had saw Shirley. Now, I'm not 100% sold on everything that Charleston said, but imagine he probably pulled up over there at the house at least only to switch vehicles because we know that the Bentley had been parked there before, right? Shirley, I think that's her car, right? So she probably pulled up with him to do a switcheroo with the vehicles, but never knew, what was really going on, there, or what's with it. When I say they're like the leases and the Zoom calls and all that stuff. Remember Charleston White said, "Oh, Shirley and her girls will be in the back of Nesto's car." Real. I should have just read your damn comment. I don't know where my husband works, his payday, his friends, etc. I only know what happens in my presence, and the ninja is a man that fears God, right, in my presence. Although I know we all have flaws. That's true. That's true. Sure did. It was probably Shirley and Debbie. Wait, what? Erica plea deal might get changed. No, that was no, that was when she did her plea, Miss E. They had already had one negotiated for her, but when they read it to the judge, he was like, hell to the no, no. You got to go back and revisit. That was earlier on. Her plea is solid now, baby. She working for the man. She a snitch right now. Baby, I am too nosy for my husband to pull a Nesto. Ain't no way. Exactly. I'm going to protect my ass. I want to know it all. Y'all know I'm in Florida, so y'all know what it's giving here. Yes, Erica is a mastermind. Like Pam said, she was the best lawyer that Nesto ever had. I agree with that. Truthfully, very few people would know to reach out to me because he has his friends, which I never met in 12 years. We've been married only. His family would know to reach out to me. Okay. I am here. He said, girl, not girls, girls, not girl. Right, right. So it's like, what you really had going on? Because we know he was what in Tennessee, Texas. He was putting that damn RV on the damn road. That's why he needed to upgrade. Okay, you're welcome, Miss E. Baby, he needed an upgrade. So, because he was on the damn road. He might as well had got him a truck driving job like damn Dre. Because he was putting the miles on the damn vehicle. Baby. Okay, so let me see what else I picked out. I'm caught up in the chat. And then I'm gonna drop the link. Vicky, you said you missed all the tea, sis? Oh, this is your work in the office day. Oh, they did you dirty. Okay. Hey, Glorious. Let me see. Was Chat GPT a big thing in what 2019? I know it is now, but 2018, 20, what was it? When was she was representing Nesto? Maybe 2019. Was it a big thing? I think Pam says she may have used Chat GPT for the letter. Yeah, she don't. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. But I was thinking when she did make a reference. I think somebody put that in the chat that they feel like Chat GPT was helping Erica. But was it a big thing back then? Erica would have had those felonies either way. Neither less she is the winner in the matter. She actually wouldn't because they didn't even really find out who she was until they was following Nesto, and then Nesto put a name on it because Erica House wasn't even in her name. Right. So even if they knew he had a connection to 990, they would have never knew Erica King until he was arrested and he said his attorney, Erica King. That is what made them start looking at her. He made the block hop. Did I say that it goes down on dang Tuesday? Yes, Vic. Hey, MT. Oh, wait a minute. Did I miss this one? I'm not married, but when I was, I learned I had to know everything for real. Yeah, I'm in Florida, and we don't really have no highway like that. But you love Chat GPT. Was it really a big thing though in 2019? Well, I would say 2019 around COVID, 2020. I don't know. Y'all, Erica smart. I wonder what tight suit thinking about documents Uncle Will just dropped. Baby, he need to go on. He don't even need to do no video visit or nothing. He need to go ahead and put on his damn loose suit, go down there to the damn Cobb County and look Nesto in his damn face. Even if he got a whole Nesto damn chin up, he need to look him in his face and say, these people got a whole lot of shit on you. We can go through this page by page, word by word, sentence by sentence, but do you really feel that you can win this case? Because we probably need to start negotiating something at this point. They also have a lawyer, GPT. That's what lawyer love was caught up using in a YSL trial. Oh, really? Thanks, Vic. I didn't know that. Yes, it was out then. Okay. I'm sure it was out, but I'm like, maybe I'm just saying so popular, mainstream, well known. The AI technology was there, but not the degree of Chat GPT. That's what I was thinking, Bank. I know, now, but I'm thinking, back then, 2019, I love Chat GPT. Okay, Nesto in the hole for sure. Oh my God, Gemini, DeepSeek, and okay, Gwen is better than, in my opinion. Well, oh, okay. Okay, Bank. There's some good ones, guys. I think Shirley is doing time with her whole personal life. Yeah, and business being exposed to everybody. I agree. I can agree with that. Like, I can agree with that complicated. I can't even say nothing against that as far as what Shirley, how she personally feels, because this is embarrassing. It really is. And with the amount of things and the people that he's victimized, it really is a lot. It is. I'm not gonna even act like it's not. Okay, Exhibit A. What was Exhibit A, y'all? Oh, Melody. Okay, so we had Melody Stretching, Gail Bickham, Olivia Washington, and Regina Delaney. Okay. Well, I knew about that, but Pam, she may not have caught that before, because I know she said she didn't realize that Erica had won that case and got when Regina took Nesto to court, and they got her, on filing that false police report. I knew about that. That was actually in the other document too. But she's so busy, she's getting caught up too, so she probably missed it. And what about the grandma getting arrested in Melody car? Like, your grandma, the lady said she had pows pulled on her and she was arrested. So that's a good reason to, I mean, I'm sure her granddaughter probably didn't know either, because we know how Nesto is. He just said, "Hey, here's a car you can drive." What about the ambulance? Y'all, remember when Nesto said he let a homeless person stay in the ambulance when he had the barber shop? So now we can put a damn name on it, baby. Because the lady said she was homeless and Nesto let her stay in the ambulance, but it had expired tag, did not have insurance. So this is the person that he's talking about. So remember him saying that I've been a good person. So what he was really saying was, I let that bitch sleep in my damn ambulance, and she gonna go down there and file a fucking police report on me. That's what he was really saying, huh? Did you know she was arrested and ended up doing time? Yes, it's in the other I think it's in Sean's portion of the document, if I'm not mistaken. I'll look when people come up here on the thing. I saw that in there, but I did know about that because y'all know who told me, Shan. Shan had already peeped that a while ago. Like, when, because I actually have the police reports, and Shan, I believe it's in the actual police report as well. But Shan said she was gonna join us. She had to run out and do something. I'll ask her again. That's actually in her police report. When they told her she had to do that demand letter type thing, I think I saw it in some documents similar to that. Okay. I'm gonna side out my private ambulance. I see you. What about him sending prayers via a text and then cursing her out in the next text? See, baby, I would have told him, I better not see your ass in Atlanta. I'ma pump some goddamn lead in your ass. That's how Gail should have been talking. But who was that? He said they was looking for him in all black. That tickled me. I'm looking through, I'm scanning through, see if it's something else I want to talk about before I drop the linker. I'm so tired of reading about this damn F 350. Okay, let me see. Pre-trial publicity and media exposure, the relevant facts and argument on baby. Woo 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 said we put him on Fox 5, WSB TV. We put a damn call to help. We put a call to victims, Crime Stopper ad out there, and many people called from there. Okay. They got multiple calls about a ninja named Nesto scamming them. They had the YouTube streets. And a lot of this evidence um was reviewed before the grand jury when he was indicted. So think again, Nesto. Several media outlets published articles and broadcast television stories encouraging potential victims to contact the state. And multiple victims in that fact came forward. Finally, at the court, I'm gonna say finally, as the court is aware, right, due to the gag order, okay, various YouTube content creators regularly report on this case, further expanding the public awareness, okay, encouraging victims to come forward, and we do, okay. So basically, baby, the pretrial publicity and media exposure would have ended us up right where we at now with all this damn evidence, okay. So think again, come again, like Lauren Hill say, come again. Okay, that was Regina Delaney. Yes, he's a motherfucking gangster. What about Woo 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 saying that the YouTube streets is regularly reporting updates and is thank you, Uncle Woo Woo Woo, for acknowledging the YouTube streets and the reporting. Right, Woo is sent out smoke signals, baby. It's no crumbs. It's no crumbs. Okay. Well, oh, I was looking for Exhibit A. Well, what they say Exhibit A was. I think Exhibit A was the damn mug shot picture that they was putting out there. If you know these folks, call 1-800. We lock up scammers. Okay. Exhibit B was Miss Stretch's 2018 Nissan Altima, baby. Vehicle tag, title, information. And she in the report where she actually acknowledged that her vehicle had been stolen. Baby, she put that report in on June 4th, 2022. Nesto was not arrested until July 7th, 2022. So clearly, that was done prior to his arrest, okay? And them, getting the truck and searching it. Okay, that was B and C. And then I'm gonna drop the link for real, for real. What was D? Okay. Okay, obey. Okay, so D is the arrest warrant, and they have the original number, and pretty much saying that the arrest warrant was issued for Nesto on June 5th, 2022, right? So that was one of the warrants that he was taking in. Now we know he had three, right? E was Fulton County Jail booking report. Okay, and all that is in reference to Miss Stretchins. Granny riding around in the damn car and got them pows pulled out on her. I would have probably peed on myself. Okay. Oh, here's where they're talking about that. That's F. And this exhibits, y'all. I'm just kind of going through here. It says the defendant had given a 2018 Altima he stole from Miss Stretchins to another victim, and we know who the victim is, right? LT, who was unaware that the vehicle was stolen. Exhibit F, Conyers Police Department report, right? Where they arrested Granny. Granny was just running errands. She said, my grandbaby gave me this car. Why y'all got them pows on Granny? And they like, get on the ground, Granny. Okay, G. Oh, credit card. G is credit card. The defendant also acknowledged that Ms. Stretchins filed a report regarding the case the use of her credit cards for items that are not authorized. That's Exhibit G. And then it has the report. But now that was filed on August 13th, 2022. So Nesto say that came out my truck. But what Woo 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 saying, I don't need that because I could still get that information from Miss Stretching. So you can keep that. But they also made mention that as a result of the report, an arrest warrant was issued for the defendant on June 5th, 2022. Okay, and they're referencing Exhibit D, which is that report. Exhibit E, which is the Fulton County booking report. And then F, did we talk about F? Yes, F was Granny getting arrested in Conyers. Okay, what else we got? Oh, G. And that was in regards to the credit cards, which she filed that on August 13th, 2022. Okay. So I think that's pretty much it for Miss Gretchen, baby. Let's go down here to Miss Gail, child. Miss Gail was the one that stood out to me. Well, yeah, Gail. I'll say Gail. Okay, Gail gave that man. Let's see, her 20. I thought it was 2021. It say 2012 Mercedes Benz G Wagon. That's probably a typo. I think that's a typo. Were located inside the Ford F-350, and they briefly summarized a interview with Ms. Beckham conducted on October 13th, 2022. Okay. That was sure the birthday present. They said the police had a lengthy interview with Ms. Beckham, okay, on October 13th, 2022. In which she explained how she met Nesto in 2009 or 2010, she couldn't remember, and how he had attempted to entice her, but she said no. He wanted to do business with her. She declined. In June 2021, the defendant contacted Ms. Beckham and offered to help her develop her real estate business. Okay. And baby, she gave him everything. She gave him everything. The defendant offer was legitimate because he appeared, to be connected to wealthy investors such as his wife, Shirley Strawberry, right? She recently purchased a 2021. Yeah, they got it right. They got a typo. Mercedes Benz GLE class. It was already paid off. It was fully paid off. And the defendant, Nasty Nesto, coerced her to sign over her title of the vehicle, saying that he could sell it and upgrade her baby, level her up. Say that will help improve her image. On June 29th, 2021, the defendant purchased a 1998 Prevost Royale, okay, using Miss Beckham's funds. And we know she wanted, it's supposed to be for her. He was supposed to transfer the titles, but he never did, which led to all those them holy than thou text messages. 2 months later, on August 21, 2021, the defendant traded Miss Beckham GLE class vehicle, baby. That was only a few months, baby. Oh no. In 1998, Prevost Royale vehicle purchased using Miss Beckham fund for a 2002 Prevost Liberty vehicle. Okay. That's Gail. No, did I miss the cashier's checks for the ring? Because I didn't see that. Am I missing that? Or I haven't gotten that far. I didn't hear Pam read anything. Exhibit I, text messages on October 27th, 2021. Ms. Beckham stated to the defendant, since you chose not to perform return calls or provide the check, I need exact uh wait a minute, the exact right here. The exact receipt. I think that's what she said. I lost my place. Okay, I need an exact date on when you will either return my damn money or provide me with the titles to my vehicles purchased in Arizona and request receipts. Exhibit J, text message on October 28th, 2021. Miss Beckham stated to defendant, okay, since you refuse to talk to me about you have perhaps, it's best that you talk to someone you would listen to. So that may have been a typo. On December 28th, 2021, Ms. Beckham stated to the defendant, I want my motherfucking money back. If you do not wish to handle this with me, then perhaps you will be willing to address it with someone else on my behalf. That's Exhibit K. Text messages on January 4th, 2024. Ms. Beckham stated, okay, so she was just messaging up, I want my money back. If you do not wish to speak to me, okay, that's kind of the same one. She may have copied and pasted that. Okay. Oh, and the name, y'all, in the phone. One professional scanner. Professional scammer. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Professional scammer. And had his name in the phone. What she had Nesto names say that damn phone. You stole my money and my property. It's called theft by taking. It is a form of fraud. You establish oral agreement and refuse to perform. Okay, so that's just some of the text messages from Gail. This to merch. Okay, that's enough for Gail. Olivia Washington. Okay. Okay, she did an interview with Roswell August 27, 2022, regarding her Harley Davidson FLTRXS, okay, motorcycle. The defendant stole. The defendant motion okay, failed to articulate in writing specific facts connecting the interview of Miss Washington to search of the F-350. So they're saying until they search the F-350. Defendant may argue that evidence and testimony related to Ms. Washington was derived from the search warrant at 980 Pine Grove, but the people say you obtain access to Pine Grove, through fraud, so you don't have a right to say what is done when you did not sign your lease legally. Okay, you committed fraud, so eat it. And that's Exhibit I. Has the titles to the motorcycle. Exhibit M is the report, the police report. Exhibit N is the Roswell police report. She want her motorcycle back. Okay. Shit, Nesto is still the goddamn Jay out of joy. Like he just so I don't even understand how he thought he was gonna get away with all this. Okay, last one, Regina Delaney, and she had the 2020 Harley Davidson FLTRXS. Say he stole it from her. She was interviewed on September 15th, 2022, and September 16th, 2022, more than 2 months after the search of the F 350. Defendant also admits pertinent facts in an attempt to discredit Ms. Delaney. The defendant fails to articulate any facts connecting the interview of Ms. Delaney to the seizure of the Ford F-350. So they said that he ain't even connect that in his response, and he is in Sean. So he didn't write a rebuttal to that. Exhibit O is the vehicle titles and tag. Exhibit P is the bill of sale. Q is the police report. And she pretty much said she was in the hospital, and Nesto called her and told her that the people said she had to move her motorcycle and her trailer. She told him to do so. And when she kept asking him to bring her shit back, he pulled up, honey, and said, I'll give you your shit if you give me $20,000. Okay. Exhibit R is the demand letter. And this is the one that Erica King, Attorney Holloway, excuse me. On March 24th, 2021, Tomlin received a phone call from defendant and an individual perpetrating as attorney April Holloway. Then they have that police report. And by the end, okay, let me hush. Okay, the individual perpetrating to be April Holloway was Erica Kane, baby. It was Erica Kane. Okay. And that's it. That's pretty much it. I'm just skimming through here. Ms. King has since pled guilty, which we all know. And Exhibit S is pretty much Erica King's final disposition. That's it. That's it. Okay. Oh, Shan, you in the building? Sure. Let me drop the link. Thank you, Uncle Woo Woo Woo. I think I read that one. Wooten sent out smoke signals. I remember reading that. Gail also told Ernesto that she wasn't scared of him and his crew. Yeah, she put on all black. Did you get the transcript portion from when Erica got busted out? No, transcripts are very expensive. So I learned from trying to get the transcript that Angelica read. That transcript was like $600. Hey, Leo lady. Okay. Yeah, Shan says she has something to say, honey. I'm gonna drop the link. And I gotta write down everybody monies. Hey, please and thank you. All right, let's see. Here we go. All right, there's the link. If anybody would like to come up and say their piece, baby, I'm gonna do like they do in Dalton and Thornton Township. You got 3 minutes public comment. I'm just kidding. They know they don't have 3 minutes. And that's pretty much like just a brief overview, a high level overview for the ones that may have missed Pam. You got to go over there and get it, Pam did her big one. So you definitely have to go over there. Part of the transcript of Erica getting busted in the hearing is in this filing. Oh, I only have 15 pages for the ones that came in late. We have individuals that wanted to donate, but I purchased 15 pages because that was all the way until it got into the other meat and potatoes. But that don't mean nothing. I'm gonna still get the full document along with everyone that contributed. I'm gonna put money in. Hey TDC, what a wonderful enlightened day. Go Wooten, go. Okay, my first person, Victor the Veil.
What up, nigga?
Baby, you should have clocked out of them people's job.
Girl, I was trying to call. I was like messaging you yesterday. Is she mad at me that we need to discuss this? Because I was trying to like, can we coordinate this? I'll I'll move some money around. Cause
I'm not mad at you, Vicky. I wasn't checking my phone. Let me check it now.
I was like, when, because somebody said how much, another content creator said, not Pam, but another content creator said like $142. I said, look, I ain't got all of it, but I got something on it. Let's coordinate this. Let's figure this. Let's figure this thing out. Let's get it together. Because when I saw the picture, I thought it was Tiffany Henyard. When I saw the picture of Erica King over there looking like Tiffany Henyard, I said, okay, this is gonna be good. And Nesto looking like he's straight out of Abu Dhabi. I said, okay, this is just too much. And some of the bits and pieces that I did hear in between my my work, he was just absolutely bold. I didn't hear the stuff about the hotel. I just heard other people talking about it.
Uh-huh.
I didn't get to hear all that. I will go, I'll check out Pam, but I did hear that. I know we already talked about it, but I did hear that Miss Regina Delaney got arrested or got in trouble because of Erica King. I'm not sure if she got arrested or Erica King was just that convincing that she got in trouble for filing a false police report or
Oh, let me
whatever.
check my cash out. Sure, see if anybody.
I did. That's what I was telling you earlier. Check your cash app because
I wasn't even looking. I was reading. I had my head down. But I'm back. I'm finna check it now.
okay. But
Cause
yeah,
I gotta
so
get. I gotta write everybody contribution down.
I heard Miss Delaney got arrested. I would be suing Erica civilly too. I mean, I understand
You
that.
can.
Yeah, I would sue her. I don't care if she broke or not. I'm gonna sue you for your oxygen tank, for your walker, for everything. Like you sue your husband. I don't care because he was up over there too. And did you see Shawty that husband or the husband that she was otherwise married to? Shawty.
Mm-hmm.
He's like she's worse than what you think she is. What's been put out there, she's
Okay.
absolutely. So I heard that she initially negotiated a very good sweetheart deal, and the DA was going to go with it
Yeah.
until the judge was like, "Hell to the no!"
Yeah. Yeah.
She she's admitting to 700 damn crimes. Okay, I want these are some questions I have. I want to know who the girls are. That's what I want to know. I want to know. Did Shirley like seriously stick her head just absolutely in the sand? And if anybody emailed her or messaged her about anything regarding Nesto, she just thought everybody was that damn jealous of her and her husband, her relationship, that she didn't want to hear anything or any talks about it. And I don't even know
Yeah.
what three is. There's just so much. I don't know. I didn't hear about the hotel because I have been busy since this dropped, since the tea on this dropped. This is a lot, and that's why I keep saying he need to go to the judge, go to his attorney. I don't think he's getting out of this with like this time served, not time served, but suspended sentencing or probation or anything like that. Sir
Yeah.
is he is going to serve some time, and they can include these 3 years that he has already served if they want to. But that just would be like a little walk in the park right now because he's already done it. But this is a lot. Tell me about the Bible verses real quick. Tell me what the hell happened with that real quick.
like when them people call you about their money, not bill collector, and bless you, my child. He put a whole scripture, which it was Psalms 9. I can't remember the one he put.
Plus Psalms with a P.
Yes.
He
He
sent
was
her back
writing
up.
Bible scriptures back to her. That lady said, I want my damn money. Like, I want my merchandise, my money, whatever. He was
He
responding, like with these Bible, but I don't have the messages, but they're,
okay.
that's what where he summarized it in the first, 15 documents, but they are copies of the messages, like all that is attached.
So I
It's
did
277 pages. I don't know if I said that.
right. And so I did see like a little snippet of what I was talking about earlier was the transcript when Erica was in court and got busted out. I don't know if your pages contained that
No,
because it's okay, it didn't. I'm not sure if this was the eviction. I think this was the eviction where the attorney, or I don't know which case it was for. But when the judge was, when she was playing April Holloway, playing dress up as April Holloway, looking like Tiffany Henyard, and the judge said, "Put your bar number in the thing," and they were putting all. Oh, this was the civil thing between Regina Delaney. Girl, this is too much. This is just absolutely too much. Erica got off very, very easy. She should not be walking the streets. I don't trust that she's not going to continue to do this. She could pretend all she wants to and play that saved and holy roller out. We know how that go, cause them preachers and preachers' wives be doing the most. It's just a lot, and I can't. You let me know. Please do let me know, cause that's gonna be an evening of. I might have to
I'm
take it.
going back and getting everybody while you talking.
I have to go take an edible for that and just sit down and read it and just. And I see Shan up here, so I'll be quiet.
You go ahead, Shan.
Hey guys.
I gotta
I
wait till
was
it
actually
refresh.
I wanted to talk to Vicky because you were saying a lot of stuff that I wanted to respond to, but I wasn't up yet. So
Oh,
I was going we was gonna conversate, but I was
I'm
like,
here.
I
You
forget what
I
you
just want her
said.
to.
You
I
said
wanted her
you
so
to give a
much.
point.
you know what I did see, Shan? I want to what I think a lot of people weren't paying attention to with some of the Erica correspondence with the detectives is she was portraying herself to be as an attorney, yet her one of her disclaimers was the FDCPA in some of the emails, and I'm like, why the hell? It's like a lot of little things that could have got her busted out a long time ago, but people weren't paying attention and they just thought because it's legal jargon that oh it belongs there. But why, if you're an attorney representing somebody in a civil matter, why are you putting the FDCPA disclaimer in there? That it's, for those who don't know, um, it's the Federal Debt Collection Protection Act. If you ever got called by a bill collector, they say this is an attempt to collect the debt. Any information obtained will be used for that purpose. She's putting that in her emails, which generally do get sent from debt collection attorneys, but it's just like these little tidbits that nobody's paying, that these people weren't paying attention to. Yet and still, she was getting away with it. She
But
was, I
that's
mean,
because remember, Vicky, that they also because remember he keeps saying we didn't do nothing with people's credit. You did because that was one of her schnicks. She had the credit repair business allegedly. That's what we gonna say allegedly because she didn't get charged with that. So that was one of her because I just like a lot of people always say I don't think Erica would have ever gotten caught
I
had she
don't either.
not hooked up with this fool because she actually knew what she was doing. So she, even though she was getting down, she knew what she was doing. And had she never hooked up with him and he stayed in trouble doing all this crime, she would have never been that far because I honestly believe she did do some of those services and do them well because some of the services I saw in that video with her and Nesto or on her video by herself when I went way back when it first started and looked her up and all the videos and stuff, you can do that yourself. You just need a letter and you just need to mail off a couple letters and send in to the different credit agencies and
Yeah.
different creditors. And but see, see that's what most credit agencies do, and that's what a lot of credit lawyers do, and they charge you all this stupid money because you have to send those letters repetitively. So some people don't.
Yeah,
I
the
Because I knew somebody that did it, so I was like, oh, they just charge you
yeah,
basically to send a letter, and
that's just
that's why
like
they didn't
that.
pay attention. They thought it was real.
Yeah, like that validation, that's something different. Like with when I back when I did collections, I have worked with like collections attorneys and stuff. It's it's different from they send out different things from than they do from civil attorneys. Yes, and most correspondence, not general correspondence, you would not just include that 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 disclaimer or that disclosure, the FDCPA disclosure. And I just noticed that, and I'm looking at the emails that were sent back and forth to the detective. Like, this is copy and paste. Wait a minute. Like, it's this is she's putting in a 770 area code number, but it doesn't say, like, the logo for this the logo for this law office doesn't even list that they're doing business in the state of Georgia. It's just like those little things, but people
But
aren't catching on.
detectives aren't always smart though, Vicky, in that
True.
area because a lot of them are just high school graduates. They don't have any college. You don't have to have college experience to become a detective. You just got to have police experience and investigations and
I
all
thought
that
they,
stuff.
well, some
No,
states,
you don't.
I mean,
No,
some
it's
states,
city by city. It's
yeah.
actually agency
Well,
by agency.
right.
And in a lot of the agencies here, to be a detective you don't have to have all this super extensive schooling. So a lot of the detectives are investigation smart, they're just not certain things smart. So when they saw that, they just like, oh, she's a lawyer. And I'll tell you something that detectives are good at: honing in on one thing and not paying attention to the
To
other.
other
And
things,
that's
yeah.
that's they tunnel vision certain things. And when they after certain things, that's why I watch Dateline a lot. And I'll be like, I don't even know if they guilty because when they honed in on the one person, you never looked at nothing else. So sometimes I'll be like, that wasn't enough evidence for me. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's like you so busy building all this evidence over here, you not letting the evidence lead you. You letting like what you think or that thought lead you, or what it looked like lead you. You're not letting the actual evidence, because that's a big thing, and everybody can't do that. But
True.
they overlook a lot, Vicky. You'll be surprised because they
They,
used to get to court and we'd be like, who the what? Okay.
I mean, really, like, long and the short of it is, I mean, he was criming, if that's a word. He was criming. I mean,
Yeah, he was.
criming. Like, I mean, just robbing Peter to pay Paul. And what was it? It was one where he gave the lady that I saw, the one where he gave the lady, she went with him. She said they didn't have any kind of like intimate relationship. And she even met his wife. She let him do something with her motorcycle. He gave her an ambulance to use. I don't know if she said she's
That's
living in her
yeah, that's the one y'all he been talking about when he was talking to Drake, and he was talking about I even let a homeless. I think he talking about this person, and he was trying to be shady, and be like I let her even use my damn ambulance, and she done pressed charges on me.
But
Um,
then he took her motorcycle. Her,
but
like, her
he
brand.
left that part out.
Yeah, he took her motorcycle, and she asked for it back, and he apprehensive. It's like, what? You're
He
apprehensive?
said he put money down on the because they went down on the
So
$4,500.
She
at
said she
that,
was paying them back too, though. She said she was
right,
Yep,
paying them back.
and making the payments and paying her insurance. That's Olivia Washington.
right, Olivia and
Oh,
Oh,
that's what I
calculate,
wanted to
y'all.
tell you, Vicky. Okay, so that's what happened. In court, when they went to court on that warrant, because the police report was made, and then Nesto went to court on that warrant, and Erica represented him and beat. This is the warrant that she beat. Erica beat the warrant, and then when Erica beat the warrant, she got charged with filing a false police report. That's
I
how
thought
that
that
all
was
happened.
I thought that was Regina Delaney.
that's what I'm saying. You just
It
triggered
is
a
her, but
thought
she
of
just
what I
saying
wanted to
she
say to
just
you.
saying that
You
yeah,
just
she just
triggered a
looking.
thought of what I remember. I said I wanted to respond to something you
Yeah, yeah.
said,
Oh,
and you said you didn't. You said I forgot what you said about
I
it, but
don't
I was just
remember.
giving you the. It was something about Erica. You was asking the question to
Oh
kind of
no. Oh, I was
say
ask.
how did it all work together. That's how it
I
worked together.
I
So
was
in
asking.
court, yeah,
Okay.
because then you say the judge. So in court, the judge, because you was like, so the judge believed Erica. Yeah, in
Yeah.
court, the
Yeah.
judge believed Erica represented him so well, beat the warrant that they filed a false police report on her because Nesto and Erica beat the warrant for Nesto. But that's also the case, if I'm not mistaken, where Detective Fields saw that they was in the same house. And Nesto tried to say he didn't know she was a lawyer.
yeah,
I
that's
think
the
that's
I
the
picture. That's
time.
the picture
I
that Pam got up there. They
I
got
think
their
Yeah.
mask on, girl.
I think that's
Yeah.
Regina Delaney, but
It
the
Yeah,
is.
but I just was
look.
saying, you
Oh,
asked
okay.
the question, did the
Yeah.
judge really believe her? Yeah, because it's
This is
on
crazy.
record that he beat that warrant. And it's still on record that he beat the warrant because they can't go back and reissue the warrant. I don't know how they gonna make that right. That I would like to see how they make that right, other than taking the case off of Regina, because once the judge
Well.
issues that judgment, they
Mhm.
have to. Well, I'm gonna see how they make it right, because how I will make it right, they in Georgia. We gonna say that, but I would like to see how they make it right, because it's easier to just take Regina's case and file her paperwork and just expunge it, but they're gonna have to go in and do a lot of stuff about that judgment, and that's if you lazy, and depending on your DA's office or your public office, whoever prosecuted that, they may not want to do that. They may just let it lie as a beat warrant, and you just take your case away. So
I'm
I don't
like
know.
I'm like Della Reese. Kiss my entire ass, cause that's no. Like I would want to file now. That's something that you should be able to file something civilly against the county.
Erica.
She can. No, she can file against Erica and Nesto.
Yeah.
They defrauded her, not the county.
Mm, mm, mm. That that is it's just it's so much. And now here's the thing. Okay, I'm I'm logical when it comes. I mean, I'm hood. I have hood logic. Erica could very well be like your, the hood go-to girl. Like she could file taxes, do this, do that, represent you in court. She might be using somebody else's bar number, but as long as she wins, no harm, no foul. Like, these sorts of things. But if she wasn't scamming, and if she didn't hook up with this bum of a man who, I mean, they both seem like horrible people. And yes, God will forgive you, but I personally wouldn't. Um, she probably could, be that somebody in the streets. Oh, she good, like that one person that really is intelligent and knows how to accomplish a lot of things that many of us are not going to take the time. We're not going to go to school for it. We're not going to
Hmm.
take the time out to research. We're not going to do all that. But she knows how to do it, so I can pay her $500 and she'll get it done within 30 days. Um, but they took to scamming. They used their powers of intelligence and smarts. Well, not Ernest, but her intelligence for bad for horrible things. And her she's she I'm trying to find the best words for them, because she's the intelligent one. She's the brains, and I don't know if he's just the pro. She's the brains, and she's a I have trouble pronouncing this word, procurer, but he's the procurer of women, but he just doesn't know how to execute the scam in totality. He's just a brute when it comes. He's an idiot when it comes to. He just comes and takes, and then want to send you a Bible verse, girl. See, that's when you go to down to the Home Depot and you hire the Mexican maids off the street and ask them, do they want to make $100, and you have them go visit his house and take your bike back. And I'll be quiet.
Okay. Hey, I said what I said.
Hey, ladies.
Hey,
I'm going to be
sis.
Hey, I'm going to be very brief. And I know
Okay.
y'all not used to this voice, but this is the best I can do for right
Sounding like
now.
Sonya.
I know. That's what I said. I sound like little goddamn old darn Scooter right now. But all I wanted to say was, I
Okay.
told y'all all they ass is guilty. I knew it was more than what we thought it was. And I said from the beginning, Erica did get a great deal because I knew she was way more involved than what we thought it was. And that was the reason why they gave her such a great deal because they're gonna need her, as the main character witness. And if they don't get any other witnesses, she'll be able to give them the whole story of how it all begun, how he was able to manipulate people and how everything went. So that's and then Shirley too. I told y'all Shirley ass is not innocent, and I knew she knew something what was going on with her man. Um, I didn't watch all of the documents because it was like information overload for me,
Yeah.
and I had taken some medicine, so I fell asleep on it. But the parts that I did watch, I caught that was the part that I caught on it, and so that's what I wanted to say about that. And he's so full of crap, and I hope they don't ever let this dude back out because really, he really is a danger to society at this point, and in my opinion, he'll never need to be free the way he was doing those people. And that's all I have to say, y'all.
Thank you so much. I said what I said, and thank you too for contributing to the get these damn documents fund. And I wrote everybody's name down too, y'all.
Okay, so we're at 110.
Yep.
Yeah, and oh, one more thing. Do y'all feel like
It's on the
those
screen. My
people?
cash app on the screen. I said, I got your message.
Oh, it is. The people that was working with him, Shandy, you don't think they're going to implicate any of those other people? Because it appeared that they were in on the scheme too.
No,
Right, Al.
Now I
I
was
don't. I think because there's an unindicted co-conspirator that they don't need, you don't need to jumble up your case. That's what happened with YSL. They had too much stuff that meant nothing. He
Mm-hmm.
knows what he's doing. This right here, I told Lady T Book, I said, this document is what we gonna use because this ain't going to court. Cause when Sean read this, he gonna pass out because he gonna say, what do I got? Because man, I'm gonna go up in court and look stupid as because uh, if he comes up with something to say in court for Nesto,
He need
he
MacGyver.
brilliant. He
He need
brilliant.
MacGyver because I used to watch MacGyver growing up, and I
Yeah,
swear
he's brilliant. If he
he was
come
gonna
up
get
with
out of every
something,
damn thing.
if he come up with even a logical, even though ain't nobody gonna believe it because you got all this evidence and Wooten just laid it out. But and this is not everything that he has. This is just a bulk. Not even a bulk. This is just some. That's for the people who think Nesto getting off. This should tell you he ain't getting off on nothing. But this is to me not evidence that anybody else had anything else to do. See, there's a difference between I knew what he was doing and I'm complicit. As we like to say, we use these words because we so demure. You know what I'm saying? But complicit in court, like, yeah, you complicit in my mind. Like, I separate the two. Like in my mind, yeah, you complicit all day long. You was contributing, you benefited, you got stuff, you did this, you
Mm-hmm.
did that, blah, blah, blah. However, in court, Shirley's hands are not on this stuff. In court, Shirley is a victim because Shirley was drinking the Kool-Aid. And once you're drinking the Kool-Aid and become quote unquote
Got you, Glorious.
brainwashed, you now are not, or you are a victim because this is like Stockholm syndrome. She bought into everything this fool was trying to sell her. That's why, in my opinion, she's not gonna be listed. Whether he did it in her name for her, however, gave her stuff, she's never gonna become a part of the case in on where she needs to be the defendant. She's the victim as well as far as the court case is concerned. Because Her hands are not on this stuff. Shirley was sitting there with her eyes closed and just okay, accepting everything. So we see that. You think they don't see that? And that's where it becomes tricky when you don't have she sat outside at the businesses. People that said it multiple times. So you don't know what he was doing. Yeah, people tried to tell you, but just because somebody tried to tell you something don't mean nothing. If ain't nobody rolled up on you with a receipt in hand, say, look, girl, and you look at it, and even if you look at it, that don't mean you still gonna believe it because he come back because he what is the man Jim Jones? He come back and he give you some more Kool Aid and you good. So there's a difference where I can prove you being a part of it and when I can't prove you being part of it. So even though we know that all of them may have been pseudo, and I say pseudo because there's nothing connecting them evidence wise as being participants other than following the leader and being told to do things for him, that you don't have your hands on the illegal side. That's why I personally think that the unindicted co-conspirator is Dominique, because from
Yeah.
everything I've seen in the documents that Lady T-Bug did show, she's the only one who's had her hands on the illegal side, and they're not it's not really clear if she knew if it was illegal or not. But if you look at what they have, it's clear Shirley eyes was shut, closed, and whatever he said is how it happened. So that makes her in a con artist scheme where he married you and in effect committed a crime marrying you. So that's the whole thing that makes her not likely to be charged. And the other people, all you got is a bunch of yes men hanging on your coattail because they think you got money. There's apparently no evidence because remember, we all have been saying this. Without little Scooter, there's no case. So little Scooter then brought all this stuff to the forehead because she not only do they have what they have from these other people because it'll be his word against their word. But no, now you bring little Scooter in who's getting him to admit to certain stuff. That's why we got timestamps on those calls. So little Scooter just did their job for them. And that's why they never talk to him. We don't need to talk to them. You talking to little Scooter. So you talking to little Scooter, you giving it all away. But notice in all the conversations and all the paperwork, who else touched anything illegal besides Dominique being collection agent and Erica? And Erica got charged, but Dominique was the collection agent. She done showed up with men to pick up cars, money, different stuff. So it's not
Hmm.
Not only
likely.
that, she impersonated Shirley on them emails
I think
with
she
the.
did. Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm
Yeah,
I
but
sorry.
agree. I
and she
agree
was
with. No, I
Shirley's
was going to agree
personal
with you,
assistant.
Vicky. I'm sorry. I was going to say I agree with you, Vic. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
And
and
do
she was
y'all
Shirley's personal assistant. So she has her hands on
Hey, Alice.
everything.
Hey, everybody.
well, Shan, do you think that Sean is just trying to take what he can off of the table so
Yes.
that in the end he can just say, we're going to plead guilty no matter, we're going to try to see what I know they haven't offered a deal, but you think he's just trying to take whatever he can off the table since it's so stacked against him?
Yeah, remember I said that a long time ago.
He
I
doing
said
the
he
best
trying to
he
get the
can with what the
charges
hell he
knocked
got.
down. Yeah, he
It's
For
trying to get
real.
the charges
Thank
knocked
you,
down.
real.
That's the job of when you got
Hey,
32 charges. Your lawyer's job, if they can't get you off on all of them, is to try to get you off on as many of them as possible. And
right.
I think that's
hey,
what he's trying to. That's his move because he know he got to know the man guilty before this and especially now after this, seeing all because those text messages are date stamped and they got records, I'm sure, to go with them. That's why they got. Remember, we was wondering like they got all these records, people coming in. This why? Because
hey,
they
y'all.
got
Can
these
I add
text
something
messages
for
and they got to
y'all?
make them good. Go ahead.
Hey,
Can I
Glorious.
add a question for y'all? Then I'm just a real question. Yeah, kind of question statement. So, um, Hi, first of all, hi, ladies. Sorry.
Hey.
New Orleans.
You know how I
That's
do.
okay. Hey, Glorious.
Hey, so I'm just, well, first of all, I wanted to say that I'm more convinced now that I used to, really question about Nesto's smarts. I'm more convinced now that Nesto, you know, he is definitely, in my opinion, more involved than we wanted to give him credit for. Nesto's not dumb, okay? He's
Yeah,
not dumb. He just played dumb. He's not dumb. He knows what's going on, and I believe he coerced all of these people, women, to do his bidding. This is what I'm believing it, because and they kept saying these girls, these girls, these girls, these girls.
yeah,
That's where my
yeah.
question, my leads into that question. Who do you think these girls are? And do you, like I think at this point, think that Nesto was a Rico is warranted, because Nesto was really involved in some widespread corruption. And then that's it. That's all I want to ask. Those two questions. Who's the
Okay.
girls? And do you think, are you more convinced now that Nesto is really a part of this widespread corruption, even though
I
he
Okay, so
can't
believe it.
first, because
talk?
I'm gonna say something short. I kept telling y'all it was not all Erica, because Erica did
Mm-hmm.
not have anything to do with these vehicles,
Mm-hmm.
with the women
Mm-hmm.
that we
Mm-hmm.
listed. That wasn't a part of Erica's thing. That was Nesto branching out, which is
Mm-hmm.
why I always say he is the reason that they got caught. He was the one with 3 warrants, that had nothing to do with Erica, other than her being his attorney, fake attorney. But that was all Nesto doing. You know what I'm saying? Him taking these ladies' motorcycles, got them sleeping in the ambulance, taking this lady car, her RVs. That was all Nesto. He didn't stick to the motherfucking strip. You know what I'm saying? He went
Mm-hmm.
outside trying to do his own thing where
Mm-hmm.
Erica could not police it, and help him, you know, will this incorrectly. He was to me, Nesto had his own thing. Not saying that him and Erica didn't have something going on, but it was the stuff that he did outside of Erica that made him hot for me.
Who the
Okay,
girls? Who the girls?
the girls, I mean, that could
All
be
those
anybody,
women.
because we know that he had women in the barbershop. We know about, that type of thing. So we don't know who the girls are. Because other than
I'm,
the R victim, we've not heard of any other women.
I'm gonna
I
be
mean, except
honest
for the
with you.
ones that, Hazel and the other ladies. Okay, that's it for
I
me.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that he's the type of guy, he just keeps young ladies around him. Like he does this onerous kind of father figure slash mentor um slash boyfriend kind of thing, like almost like a boyfriend pimp.
Yeah.
And he kind of gives, I can't say it's true or not, but he kind of gives that vibe of just, he blurs the
Mhm.
lines of, hey, I can be your mentor, I can show you how to get money, I can do this, but then give me some of that putty cat.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
he seems like he does that. So we know for sure Dominique is, I mean, this is allegedly. I'm with Shan. I've always said that. Shan, I'm with you. I think Dominique is the
Okay.
unindicted co-conspirator. I think that's one of the girls,
Mhm.
but it could also be the alleged victim as another one of them too, because she could be. I don't know. I didn't. I think I recall finding her and seeing what she looked like, and I think she's an attractive woman, a young lady. And I found one other girl that I won't call her girl, but young lady who I think he could be. But it could be a large amount of girls. I think he just likes to have ladies around him who are pretty, attractive, younger, naive, and ready to earn money.
Didn't he have girls when he did that thing for Merit to Medicine?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
he had.
Yeah.
exactly
And
was
they
gonna
was,
be part of my answer.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
but and
But
they were
what
sending
about
money. They were
Lamont and
sending money to
Dion?
these girls, though. He had
Y'all
people
don't think
sending money.
Lamont y'all
Go
don't
ahead.
think
I'm
Mm-mm.
sorry.
Lamont and Dion y'all don't think Lamont and Dion had nothing to do with this? Because I
No.
wholeheartedly feel like Lamont had a lot to do with it too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
with
Look,
recruiting.
they had a lot to do with it, but just like I said earlier, their hands Nesto wasn't letting nobody else touch the money. That's why he's the one in charge. But out to answer Gloria's questions, I'm gonna start
Okay.
with the girls. The
Hmm.
girls are the women that he always has business names in. One. The
Right.
other
Right.
girls are the other women he hires, like Miss Jones. Was it Miss Jones? And then Miss
Mhm.
Jones left. Then there was another woman. Notice there's
Mhm.
Hmm.
always these women creeping in and out.
Hmm.
I am not going to go to the S traffic yet because Nesto, all his stuff deal with women.
Okay.
So it's
Hmm.
I think that's the girls. So I think the
Hmm.
girls is like plural for like all the crimes, all the
Yes.
stuff was
Yes.
all the girls.
Mm.
Hmm.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I
Hmm.
think in my
Hmm.
mind, I'm thinking when she say the girls, all those people popped in my head. It
I'm
popped in my head the young girl
Yeah.
who daddy was like, "Can you help my daughter? I'll see you." And
right.
see,
That's
I
the
think
that's
the
the
daddy was
victim.
like, "I see you got all these girls and you giving them
Woo.
jobs and they doing stuff. So can you help
Mhm.
my daughter? Cause she out here in these streets with these boys and she turning left. Can you help her out? Cause you my guy. Help her out. Cause I think you doing good. Because that's why I told y'all a long time ago. The con man is not gonna teach nobody else his con. Cause then you gonna take my game and get it better than me. And I never thought Nesto was dumb. I just think I do think he's dumb, but I do think he's a good con man of women.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause you can't run the
Yes.
con that he running on a man because guess what? Not a straight man. Because guess what? You can't give him that little thing to make him say, You know what I'm saying? So
Well, they said,
he's a
what's his
good
name dead?
con man of women. I
Mm.
said that's what I said of women, and
But Carl, I mean
that.
Carlton, whatever his name is, Carlton, whatever, White. Yeah, they said
Charleston.
Okay.
he Charleston. Yeah, he's
But
Carlton
Charleston
Child.
was Erica's mark.
That was Eric. I'm
Charleston
sorry,
was
Erica.
Erica's mark. But that's why I'm saying, like, Erica would have never gotten caught because what Erica was making you become a part of the crime. And
Yeah.
I think when she felt what Nesto was about, she was like, I don't know about getting involved in the other stuff that he was doing because I think
Okay.
she felt the S part with the other
Hmm.
stuff. That's why
But
if
but
you what was read on this, she actually said, I don't know nothing about that other stuff he was
right,
doing,
right, right.
you
But
know, because
Charleston
Erica
though,
is good street smart.
he said though he peeped his game a little bit, and I really I kind of I like the way he said that he peeped his game. He said he sit back in the cut quiet
Yes.
and he sees why all these women are attracted or flock to him and stuff like that because he sit back in the cut quiet observing stuff watching that's some pimp, that's that pimp mentality. Oh my gosh, that's a pimp mentality, but
Cause
just sit
No,
back
I think
watching.
it's him learning them. He's
yeah,
learning. He has
Right,
exactly.
to,
right.
and see the reason why I say that because that's why I said he'd have been good in law enforcement. He'd have been a good detective, even though he would even get past high
Yes,
school, even get to high school, because you have to observe stuff. You
people.
have to
Hmm.
watch. You have to know people. Like people are
Hmm.
different. You before I talk to people, a lot of times I have already came up in my head to what their response gonna be.
Hmm.
Sometimes
Hmm.
people make me a little like, I ain't see that coming. But for the most part, I already have it made up in my head. And it's a little bit of work and it's a little bit of street because I come from both of them. You know what I'm saying? So I think
Hmm.
Nesto was so involved into the scam of it all. That's where he got it from.
That
Because
was
I
the
tell y'all
thrill of
all
it.
the time, yes, I tell y'all all the time, a lot of things that I learned, and it's weird, I learned from my father. And I
Yeah.
learned a lot of that reading people, women, men, everybody from my father because that's what he did. He didn't do it Nesto's way, but he did it his own way. And
Hmm.
what was the other question, Glorious?
No, I think you answered about the girl. Who are the girls, and the fact that do y'all
He
feel that Nesto was way more, because I've heard in other forums that they were.
Did she drop?
no, she didn't drop her phone. Just breaking up.
You
I
can't
don't
hear
hear
me?
her at
Can you hear
all.
me
Oh, there
now?
she go. Oh, there she go.
Can you hear
Yep, I
me?
can hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
No, you kind of answered my questions because all I was asking is the two things: is who's the girls, and about the fact that do you think that, like I was thinking now, that Nestor was really more involved because you listen to other forums, other people saying Nesto, there's no way in the world Nesto could have been running this because he's
Nesto
dumb.
was
He's
in
so dumb.
charge.
Yeah,
This
Right.
he
was his.
was. He
I
was in
told y'all,
charge.
was it last week? I
Yep.
told y'all Nesto does this.
Yes.
This is like he empowers you to work for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Mhm.
what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He
Mm-hmm.
empowers you to do things, and it's not by just
What we
uplifting
would think.
you.
It's
He
subtle. It's
reads
subtle.
your
Don't you think it's subtle?
insecurities and then
Yes.
he
And he
plays on
says
that.
that. He said that.
Yeah, he
He
told
said,
Scooter. He told little
yeah.
Scooter. I sit back and I observe and I read people. He all this stuff I done learned about that. So he done told me. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
he's not dumb in the sense of that. He's dumb in the sense of you're not keeping up with the times and your con is old and has turned
You're
into a
right.
crime.
Yeah.
So you're
Mm-hmm.
dumb in that aspect that you don't see this and you in the scam capital of the country.
Yeah.
Let's just face it, that's
Yep.
Atlanta. And
Yep.
you not realizing
Mm-hmm.
you in the scam capital because allegedly a lot of those Africans over there, like he was trying to put it off on
Girl.
Sheridan and the Africans,
Yeah.
have discovered this as well. So they come and get
Mm-hmm.
rich right quick up in there. So
Mm-hmm.
he was basically out of his times. He out his
Yeah.
crime, his con outgrew him, and he didn't know how to reel it back in because once. And I think, oh, this is something else I wanted to add. And I think that Erica had him emboldened so much because she was so good at getting him out of
Yes.
sticky situations that he went further.
Scam
Because
lounger.
Yeah.
before Erica, he was not doing these super big money schemes because he got caught with the feds for a mere what $7,000 $8,000.
Right.
Now you the $1 billion man get caught up in all these hundreds of thousands. But that's because I feel like Erica like emboldened him because I got somebody to defend me now. That's why the first thing he said when that cop rolled up on him, call my lawyer, Erica King. And you don't
Right.
even know the lawyer name. You called the wrong name out, fool.
Right. Right. Which made them start looking at Erica.
Cause I think Erica gave him a false sense of security too. Because, like you said, Shan, Erica emboldened him, and he wasn't even paying attention in court. Like
Mm-hmm.
all these individual times that Erica represented him in court, he don't care. He's like, pop my collar, she taking care of it. I got that. Got me a girl that's gonna take care of that. No, I ain't even got to worry about that. But he's that type to not pay it. He's the type that will copy off your test and not worry because he thinks that you're so smart and not
Not
worry.
check, but not do his own to just
Right,
verify the answer right.
Yeah, because
exactly.
remember when we was all like, why he asking her what happened in court and they was just there together. He thought little Scooter was the next Erica, but she
Yeah,
fooled
he did.
him.
He did.
Cause she fooled him. She was
Mm-hmm.
getting all her legal advice from YouTube. So she was going listening to all the lawyers on YouTube and all the people like us that's looking up stuff and know stuff because you've been working certain places. And that's what she feeding him. Because
Mm-hmm.
notice how
Yes.
her legal expertise got greater later. You got
Mm-hmm.
real good later on about Georgia law. You know why? Because we all did. Because remember when we was up here researching Georgia law, how long you could be indicted and all this stuff. Because before she ran into us, she didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? She didn't
Mm-hmm.
know that. So somebody said over here, then somebody else mentioned it in another chat, and in another chat, and it get back to
Uh-huh.
one of her favorites. Cause you can't tell me Saya ain't got favorites out here. She got favorites she listening to, just like she
Yep.
Oh,
listening to
She do.
she
Onion.
Mm-hmm.
She
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 do.
listen.
listening to favorites.
She listens. I'm sure she listens to every single one that if she searches her name and she searches out whatever anybody's talking about. She is looking for, especially the attorneys first. And
Right.
really,
Right.
it's only like one or two attorneys that I've heard converse with me
Somebody,
about it.
somebody said hi, Sonia, but
But
he
it
thought he had a lick. He had a lick with Sonia. He really, really thought he did, and he still.
Yep.
And can you hear it? I'm gonna drop down at it, but can you really hear the? I can almost hear the disgust in his voice when he realized, and he realizes he doesn't have a lick. He doesn't. That
Right.
he gets disappointed. I can hear the disappointment in his
You bet
voice.
wrong, Nesto. You bet wrong.
Yeah, you bet wrong on this one. You bet wrong because
It's
you
it's
ain't got one.
it's sad. It really. I mean, it's sad in the sense that. Well, I mean, I'm glad Shirley got away. She came up from underneath that whatever holding he had on her. I'm glad she got away. But it's sad that somebody just threw their life away. If you got this much power and finesse over people, like, and you're able to finesse all these women into doing these kind of things for you, why not do something swell with your life? Like, do something positive.
Tell
I'm
you.
just saying. But
I agree.
there's one thing I want to say is this. He he thought he Erica was a trap queen for him, right? He thought Sonya was gonna be a trap queen, and that's all. He was just building a harem of trap queens that would just, like, do his bidding for him, and all he had to do was direct traffic for the trap queens. This
Mhm.
person called this person, or you have this person call this person, it kind of, and he triangulates everybody together in a certain sense. I don't think Dion was caught up in a lot of this stuff that he was doing. I think Dion is aware of some of the bull crap his dad's involved in, not to the full extent that we are currently aware of or allegedly aware of. I think
Mhm.
Lamont is fully aware of. They just don't have enough evidence against Lamont to bring any charges against him, or he's cooperating.
He played
Cause
a
what does
lawyer
he do?
too. That's why I
What does he
understand
do?
he played as a lawyer as well. So I feel like, what's
Yeah.
up with that? He contacted Melody, and said he was Nesto's lawyer.
And what does he do for a living?
He travel.
Crickets.
He travel. He travel.
Eat pork chops.
Yeah, because that's the whole that's a thing too that I just understand. But I do believe him. Okay, this is my last one, I promise. But
No, you can go
I
ahead.
d- I am convinced. At first, I was like trying to figure out the Rico thing. In my opinion, allegedly,
Hmm.
I think this is rightfully charged this time. Allegedly, because the way I saw it laid out, I
Hmm.
I mean, I really began to get the thought that this was really an enterprise. A potential may have been a raggedy one, but it was really it was an enterprise allegedly and in my opinion. So yeah, so that's just my opinion. That's it. First, I was thinking they were stretching a little bit, but I was like, wait, a minute, come on now, this is some crazy stuff.
Well,
This
glorious.
is crazy talk,
Look at it. It's not much
huh?
much. It's not. Look at it. It's not much more different than what Tiffany Henyard is doing. She's putting, like, making other people do her business, like putting not wanting to put credit cards in her name, so it's not traced to
Well,
her.
Yeah. And
yeah.
like
You know,
somebody had the nurse ask like, why they forcing her to get a credit card? Do you not see what she doing?
right? I mean, it is. She doesn't want anything traced to her. And Ernest, he had everybody else. Oh, Dominique's gonna come pick it up, and he's giving everybody like fake names, this and that.
Hmm.
Um, that's
Okay.
another bizarre thing. He's given the fake names to all these people. He's it really is an enterprise. He's
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
this
And
person
what
is
about the
this
radio
person.
company? What
Black
about the radio
heritage.
company? Yes. Okay. First of all, you didn't know. First, you kept saying you didn't know anything about that, the radio company. But now it's tying up things is in the company's name and stuff like that. And what?
Right.
And then when I saw that, I'm like, you saying radio company? Were you going to try to pull Miss SS in that?
He
Yes,
did. He did.
he did. He's triangulating Shirley back into
He
it.
did. I mean, not trying to be mean,
Oh.
but he did. Because
Oh.
for the owners, you know, he had her daughter, on there,
Oh yeah.
Charleston White,
See this dude. Oh my gosh.
and he had just Nesto for his name, just
Yeah,
Nesto.
Big Nesto, Big the
Big
Dog
Nesto.
Williams,
No, no last name, just Nesto.
Marcus Favors. What else? Got does he even have a birth certificate? Did they register him? He just said, I'm gonna be this age. This is
He
my
got the
age.
Bible. He got the Bible. That's what they do, down here. Around
Yeah,
that time. Let's put it right down in the Bible.
he's circled Shirley back into like B. Williams just said, he circled Shirley back into all his schemes.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think she played as bank called her a flamingo. She just buried her head in the sand. It's like, because I do think he used a lot of we've heard him manipulate her. I don't see how he could manipulate her, but that's not me. I'm not her.
Right.
She, I can't. I'm not gonna sit here and try to really judge her heart on that issue, because I can understand if you question too much. We heard him lie, like say 15 lies in 30 seconds to her,
Yeah.
and she just shuts up. Okay, hon. All right. All right. Like she just shut up. And this is after he's in jail, where you really should be pissed off at him, like going, having a constant attitude with him, like what? Answering the phone, not with a hi, hun, with a what? What now? Who do you need me to pay now? So he pulled her in, and it just was, I'm gonna take care of that. Don't you can't worry about that. We're gonna get that back again, because for some reason he always, it's like he made it work for 8 plus, 8 plus years. He landed back on their feet, regardless if it was an eviction, um, wage garnishment or whatever.
Hmm.
They still managed to push through.
And $36,000 in behind rent. I mean, for just
Yeah,
that property, just those properties.
and you can't. There's no way you can convince me that, unless we have paperwork signed about this house that is rent to own, that we have a plan to purchase this house, that I'm putting in this much money into a kitchen or renovate like the HVAC system. It's like they came up with these scams to entice the owner into renting to them. Oh no, we'll go ahead and we'll replace the HVAC system, since it needs to be replaced. We inspected it and it needs to be replaced, so we'll just go. Or it's like I can't, I wouldn't know, but it sounds like he went in, inspected it, and said like all this stuff, there's problems with this. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and, in order to convince him, because of Shirley's rental history, he said, well, we'll take care of all of that. Here's a check for that. And a lot of owners are like, oh, okay, all right, thanks. You know, or the kitchen. She said she put, that she put the brand new kitchen in there. She don't even cook. Putting the brand new kitchen in this, I don't, I
Is
can't,
there
again,
any
I
evidence of that? Is there any evidence that they actually did that?
Or just on the call, I heard her say something about all the money she put into that kitchen, but she didn't. I don't know where we got that number
Shh.
from.
Well, she
She said
did.
it, didn't she?
She
But
said
I
it. She's
think that kitchen was a ploy,
Me
because that
too.
kitchen wasn't 60. I've done several projects in my house, and the kitchen wasn't 60. The kitchen isn't even big enough to be a 60
No, it's not.
kitchen.
That's like
So
heated. That's a heated floor price. Like that's a see-through.
that's not even a heated floor price, Vicky. Honestly, because my kitchen, looking at that kitchen, I believe my kitchen is bigger. And I've gotten quotes from companies to just gut my kitchen for 20. Just gut it. And because I was thinking about getting the built-in double oven and all that. She had a double oven built in and all this other stuff that I was thinking about for 20. I don't even think with a reputable company. So 60 is false in my mind. In my mind, he redid the kitchen with some people. I'm not
Shade
gonna,
tree. Shade
not
tree
shade
contractor.
tree, but cheaper people, shall we say, because they're out here, because I'm gonna use them. Some cheaper people. And he was able to, he probably got an estimate for 60, and
Uh-huh.
then
Told
came
Shirley that
back
amount.
and went with the cheaper people, because not necessarily a shade tree, but somebody that's working for somebody else that's gonna
For pennies, yeah.
cut that 60 into 15, maybe 20, maybe if that much. But to me, because looking at the walls, they weren't even real tiles, in my opinion, they were those stick ups, because the
Mm.
real tiles got a certain edge, and
Yeah.
I'm real particular
Yeah.
about stuff
Thank
like
you.
that.
Hmm.
So I was looking at certain things in her kitchen because I know what I've been looking at. And I've been redoing every so often, every the last maybe about 3 4 years. I've been redoing the different room in my house and doing it to my liking and blah blah blah. So I'm
Hmm.
looking at multiple different types of tiles, different types of counters, different
Hmm.
cabinets. So I'm looking like these cheap ass cabinets.
Well, I
This
mean,
tile
yeah,
ain't cost no $60,000.
my stepdad, not my biological, but the dad who raised me, he is a carpenter contractor, like working with like real wood, and he restores houses in the French Quarter, and I'm from, and I used to watch a lot of home improvement shows too. But I would be with him on site too as a kid, I mean, it just looks like the basic ass kitchen, even with the
Yes.
modern appliances that they have today. And whenever I move back south, I do want, I want an older house and I want wood, and I mean that all of this just looks like cheap modern, like,
Mm-hmm.
particle board mess that it doesn't seem like real wood, because you want to be able to show off that you paid $60,000
Hmm.
for a kitchen,
Hmm.
because $60,000 is like 2 3 rooms to be, on a, like, realistically.
They say Shan, she took that woman money.
He did
Well,
take
yeah,
the,
but
but like,
kitchens are less than bathrooms, though. So I mean,
but
Exactly, because
no,
they're
right.
my
So,
easier and quicker to do. You could do a
hmm,
kitchen in a couple of days,
yep.
and where
my
you have to, the bathroom is at least gonna take you a week or two, because
Hmm.
you laying everything and you making it
Hmm.
waterproof. But
my
in the
Hmm.
point
kitchen,
was
you're
is,
not necessarily sticking for that. I'm
well,
sorry,
you
Vicky.
you do have to go, like, with the, like, it's kind of similar with the bathroom, because you have to do the hot water and the cold. Yeah, you there's some stuff you have to do, like, it's a little,
Hmm. Hmm.
but, like, I'm talking about, like, the appliances. If you're gonna pay
Oh,
sixty
yeah, yeah,
thousand,
yeah.
you
Nah.
want a nice touch refrigerator. You want to be able to, like, program
See
it.
it before you open it.
Yeah, you want to see it before you open. You want to be
That's
able
right.
to add, you want the ones that have the list on it. Okay,
Yep.
low on milk. I mean, like, double, like, the huge and, like, almost like industrial ones.
Uh-huh.
You want the big, pretty, and, what are the stoves called? The big, like, 8 burner ones.
Yeah.
If it's
Hmm.
that's the,
Industrial.
Yeah, industrial
yes,
chef.
you want that, like,
Yeah.
60. I mean, I'm with everybody else.
They
He
talking
took that
about
late.
IKEA-ish.
Girl,
Yeah.
don't nobody want no damn. I
And
mean,
usually those
IKEA is
refrigerators are
cool.
inbuilt. Those are inbuilt. They're built into the wall. Those kind of refrigerators now with the
Say
with the cabinet
IKEA-ish.
facades. With the
Yeah.
cabinet facade, those are some expensive ones. But the fact is,
She
but
didn't
I
even
was thinking
have
she's
that. She
renting
had the same refrigerator I
refrigerator.
had, look
Yeah,
like.
yeah. But you have to get permission as a renter. I'm thinking because like
You
well,
do.
I own my house, but I'm just saying if I had a renter in my house, they would have to get reputable contractors would tell you, no, we got to get your landlord to sign off on this.
The
Uh,
owner.
yeah, the owner to sign off on this. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if it was ever even really done. Uh, this 60.
That's $60,000 is like
Yeah, I don't know.
you getting
I can't
Italian
remember where I
marble.
heard the amount it, but she said it in the call. My
Yes, she did.
kitchen.
She did say it, like, but with $60,000, you getting Italian marble.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You getting that good
Getting a
stuff.
house.
I mean, you might get some, like, you might even get one of them. I just saw it today because I was coveting it. And I shouldn't be coveting things, but it was like the like geode island. Like, it's made out of geode. Beautiful.
Mhm.
Like, it just seemed like she just let him do whatever with her paycheck. And Reels made a comment that says, like, he seems like he can be very intimidating with women when he doesn't get his way. And I do think that she's not good with intimidation.
I
I
don't
mean, I don't know
know.
if y'all agree with me or
I
not,
do,
but
because
Yeah.
she tries to appease him in a lot of these calls. No, hun, I didn't mean it like that. Because you know me, I'm yelling, so what? And but she, no, hun, I didn't mean it. Yes, I did. That's what the I meant. But she, no, hun, not like that. I don't mean it like that. And that's what he looks for. That's what I'm saying. He looks for that. That's what he looks for in a person, not necessarily a woman, because you have to look for that in a person in order for them to let you con them the way he's con people.
Gotcha.
Because remember in the call when he was talking, when she said something and he didn't like the way she said it. Well, I ain't, and she, no, not like that. And I remember that, and I remember stuff like that because I also dealt with DV victims, and that kind of stuff makes me cringe
Yeah.
because I've never been. I was more a silent threat than a, like, a back down type. So
Shan.
it's cringy when you hear somebody try to appease somebody else and make
Mhm.
them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
I know
kind of
exactly
like,
what you're talking about. Yeah.
it's because dealing with those DV victims, especially when they're at the point where they coming in with the offender and sitting next to him saying, "How can I get him back in the house?" That stuff really happens, and they're saying
Yeah.
he's doing okay and being all. But then when she call you crying and she's screaming and all this other stuff, you see her. But then when she's sitting next to him, it's like, no, he's okay. He's doing fine and we're okay. He's doing everything he's supposed to. And that's, even though I don't think that's what she's in, I got that feeling whenever she had those conversations with him where she had to, like, appease him. And
Do
he
you
do it
recall?
this way. You ain't doing it right. Go ahead.
Do you recall there was a time where she was correcting him about? She was saying something about well, we need to get. So it was something either about his cases, or we need to start. We need to talk about this. We need to get some things straight about. I can't remember if it was his attorneys or his record. And he cut her off immediately because I guess he didn't want to. He didn't want to go into it. He was like, "Hold on," because it's like he almost wanted. She stopped dead in her tracks, and
Was
like
it the expungement conversation? Because they've had
I
that one a couple times.
I think it was. It might have been something. It might have been one of those times, but it was. She just stopped mid sentence because he's like, because he cut her off, and it was in a way where he was like, like, hold on, and
Mhm.
what? Go ahead now. Like it was just he didn't want to talk about it, so she was, and her voice tone changed completely. So that's when I told y'all guys, when I told y'all that I thought that, hey, he may not have been physically abusive, but I can see him doing a shakeup or like a swift grab or like kind of.
Sis, I never. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Vicky.
No,
I'm
I
reading the
was.
comments.
Oh, like something where it was. I could see because you know. I'm with you. I've been around, like my mom was in that situation. I've kind of been in that kind of well, not kind of, but I have been in that situation where it's abuse going on, and you can tell when somebody is something's going on. Like you just you looking at them crazy, or like just the way they talk to each other, or certain things may trigger that other person, and you don't like it. To me, it seems like he is mentally and emotionally abusive towards her, and I wouldn't be surprised. He may not like physically hit her because he may not think like grabbing somebody or shaking somebody up is abuse. He may think
No,
I'm
it's
just,
mental.
yeah.
Yeah. And that's why that's what I was about to say in the comment. And because somebody earlier in the comments said that Shirley, we want to feel like Shirley was blah blah blah. And then I said what I said. I wish she could talk, because she said her famous line, remember he said he would take full responsibility and that I would lay down so you can live. And she said okay. That was not meant for this stuff, in my opinion, because again, like Bank said, and like we hear, Shirley stuck her head in the sand, and whatever he said was gospel. I believe that was. You remember, I told her about I told her about the IRS, and she needed to handle that, and and take care of this, and I took care of her, and I believe in his con, he made her think. that he was taking care of her. That's
Yeah.
why she went for a lot of the stuff that we like. How she go for that? We ain't gonna. I'm not trying to excuse her because this all her fault. Not all of it, but the stuff she let him do is what she let him do. That's on her. But I do not believe they were teammates in this. Like me and my dude, we teammates. Okay, we be running the plays. Okay, but I don't think they running the plays because they conversations and our conversations are totally different. Like it's not a one sided thing, and he does most of the talking and coaching. Shall I say coaching? As we have heard, especially when Lady T will start dropping these full calls that y'all need to check out in the membership, because you see how he's leading her. And the thing for me is some the relationship that I feel like my sis is saying, big sis said what I said, is saying over there, that's true for a lot of street dudes and they chicks. But Shirley ain't ride or die at all. She don't know nothing about that. That ain't her stilo. Her stilo is shopping and looking good. So as long as he can keep her shopping and looking good, whatever you doing, you do it. Cause long as you ain't doing XYZ, which she think he not doing XYZ, but he doing XYZ because he's a con man. So I think that he snowed her just like he snowed a lot of other people, but she was looking good while he was doing it, so she didn't mind. And that's my opinion on their kind of situation because Shirley is not given the type that could keep these scams going or try to be around these other people or even think that these scams is going to get them to the Marjorie level. I don't think Shirley would have been okay with that because it's not gonna get her there. She was okay with looking good, thinking he a businessman, but as it all came crumbling down, now she thinking like this what this fool was doing because we really don't know what he was actually telling her he did because there's no and see another thing that I rarely hear people talking about is when she said in Lady T Bug's full recording where she said they said you just riding around Buckhead. See, for me, in my mind, what that meant is I've seen a lot of guys drop women off at work and ride around in their cars and just look good in their cars on their money, on their dime, on their time. We all see it. But she don't
Yep.
see it. All she see is her man drop her off at work and pick her up and da to that one day where you standing
Wait
outside,
a
you
minute.
going
Who
home
who
and she
said
out
that?
there
Who
waiting
said
on the
that?
car.
Who
She out
who
there
told her
waiting
I
on
that?
her
just put it
car.
in the chat. I just put it in the chat.
When you put it in the chat,
Hmm.
that's what she said.
Mississippi Monica told her that we know your man out there riding around Buckhead. And I'm like,
Oh,
She did.
that's what he did. And you know what? That's part of why he didn't like Sheridan because if Mississippi
Or
Monica
Mississippi Monica.
saying it to her,
Dickhead.
that's Mississippi Monica at work. So if Mississippi Monica at work, this something floating around the streets. It ain't
mhm,
just Mississippi Monica because she's sitting here with you. How she know? Because people are. This is what they're saying, and that's part of the reason why he didn't like Sheridan because Sheridan had got wind of his mishaps and his
yeah,
missteps, and this is all because it's kind of sad because it's twofold for Shirley, in my opinion. This is my opinion. It's twofold for Shirley. She a victim that let herself be victimized. And I
Mm-hmm.
what I mean
Mm-hmm.
by letting herself
Mm-hmm.
be victimized is she didn't do her due diligence when she met this ninja. Because he was still married for one. And for
That part.
two, you don't know enough about him to even be bringing him into your circle when you got a young teenage daughter. For my,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, in my life. Because in the years where I wasn't married and I had children, every dude I knew didn't know my kid because I don't have one at the time. Every dude that I knew did not meet my kids.
That's
That's
right.
just point blank and period. So I'm just like I see it for what it really is, and where most people don't understand, these things happen. I know Shirley's. So it's not hard for me to believe that Shirley is getting done how she's getting done, but she's getting done by her on her own will how
yeah.
he's doing her because
I
she
used
didn't care to know.
I used to get mad. Like my mom, her second husband was he was the one who. was abusive, and I got mad at her because she completely changed. And like we had, we I thought she was choosing him over me, but she just went from this strong person, this amazing, my superhero, to like this weak individual, and I couldn't understand it. But then like when she finally divorced him, it was on and cracking, like, and she started dating. And I would hear, like, her friends would come around, and they would say names, and she had upped her game with the men that she was dating. Like, she was actually dating like men with money, like millionaires, like men who treated her right. She wasn't interested in like bringing them around me. So I'm assuming, I thought she was ashamed of me, but realistically, she's like, no, I know more of exposing my daughter to any man that I'm not serious with. At least until she's 18, and even then, it might still be it's a no. Because her friends would meet these gentlemen, and it wasn't a lot. It was like a few, just a few men that she was dating. But she was careful about who I knew about and who she brought around me. And I even confronted her. I'm like, well, why don't you want me? I'm not good enough to meet these guys. And she's like, it's not that they're not good enough to meet you. And I just wish that Shirley would have taken that approach with her child. Because that's the factor that really gets to me with her. Like, okay, you probably have been victimized in this situation. However, how much of this did you play a part in regards to just not paying attention, wanting to appear like this bad ish that has all her stuff together with the husband who just does everything for her. Um and I don't know, like, how much of this did you play a part in? Because I think you play a big part when you have kids. You really kind of have to analyze. I know you're not perfect, and I know parents need their own lives, but how much of this should you have? Well, I guess let me not even ask that question, because I was just gonna ask, like, should you have been more aware? Like you just said, should you have taken more time before bringing him around your teenage daughter, who is a tall, statuesque young lady who is a very shapely body? Why would you bring him around so quickly and get married to him so
I'm gonna
quickly?
answer your question.
I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead,
Hun, I thought it was behind you.
Shoot.
girl. Fuck the.
Yeah, Vicky, because even though I've been knowing my husband since high school, we was high school. That was an on and off relationship till we got serious and stuck together for over the last 2 decades. So we've been on and off. And while we was off, and I was talking to these other dudes, they wasn't running up in my house trying to marry me and all this other stuff and meet my kid and all this stuff. No, he was the only one ever knew my kid ever. So it's like you don't do that kind of stuff. And the thing about it is because of how I grew up, who I grew up around, and then what I started to do as an adult, I saw certain things that I knew that I had to protect my kids from. So it's like
Mhm.
a lot of times I don't fault people, but I feel like they should be faulted. That's a feeling. I can't do it because I'm of the mind of a lot of people don't know these things and they don't know it because that's how they grew up. They met every man they mama met, you know what I'm saying, or every girl they daddy met. And my kids never grew up like that with me or him. You know what I'm saying? They didn't meet everybody we knew, and it was funny. So, because some people would be begging to meet your kids. Why do you want to meet my kids? Now you
Right.
giving me pedo
I think
vibes, and
that's
I'm
weird.
ghosting you.
Yeah,
I'm not talking to you no more.
right.
That's
But
weird.
it's like, because most people feel like once they meet your kid or once they get in your family like that, they are in. And to me, that's con man vibes. Those are vibes. Like, and I know I told y'all my story a lot of times up here where I was the end person with my dad a lot of times for the ladies. I was their little
You was
daughter. You know
Dion.
what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
Yeah, y'all know I was the
She tried to dress it up. You was Dion.
yeah, yeah. I was trying to make it prettier because I'm cuter than Dion. He ain't got nothing on me. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, he was like, oh, my daughter, hey, ma. You know what I'm saying? And my mama knew I was calling them ladies ma. She would have bust me in my face, okay? But I'm going along with the con game, okay? But it's just funny because where this they real life, and that's when I start to feel away because this they real
Yeah,
life is entertainment for us, but it's they real life, and
yeah.
it'd be like, dang, you could have did this, dang. But hindsight is 2020, and when you all
Mhm.
about self, I don't think you should have kids. And I feel like Shirley is pretty selfish, and she's more about me and how I look, and that's our girl. I say what I said all the time. Shirley is all about the appearance, and I
Mhm.
1000 agree with that because that's why you thought and see what a lot of people don't realize is Shirley gets extra money from work about her commercials and different stuff like that. I don't know how it's built to her contract, but those outside jobs are different from your radio gig. They not all on the same contract because they not even all with the same company. They with other
Mm.
outside companies. So I feel like that's where, just to swing it on back around the corner, that's also where he gotta add in. We needed that 60,000.
Okay.
Cause she done got this contract for this new commercial line. She done came up. They done asked her to spit out because Shirley plays all day on the radio on commercials on my station that they're on.
Mhm.
So that's money. So cause I was just trying to wrap my mind around what we was up here talking about how they get an extra $60,000. That's how, because he had to explain what I'm finna do with the rest of your money. Cause that might be the one thing where she like, oh, well, I got extra money. I can go get me some new red bottoms or something. You know what I'm saying? But he like, oh no, you wanted the kitchen. Remember, you wanted the
It could
kitchen.
have been when she we got somebody else up here, ladies. It could
All
have been when she
right,
sold her house too, because
Hello.
we've been trying to figure out what she did with the money. Okay, all
all
yours,
right.
Okay.
newbie,
Sorry, y'all. Good evening. It's Latita, everybody. I just
All
Leti-
wanted to
right.
say hi. I just want to say
Latita.
two quick
Hi.
Okay, I
things.
gotta write that
Hello.
down.
Yeah,
I
Hi.
be
cause she
saying
been
your
hot in
name
the
wrong.
she been hot in the comments. Go ahead, girl. Get
Latita.
it. Let's
Well,
get it. Let's
no,
go.
I
Let's
haven't
go.
been hot, but I wanted to say sort of two things with regard to Shirley and her relationships. So the way things played out with Nesto are pretty much Shirley's default, right? She gets into these relationships with these
Oh
frankly
yeah,
weird men.
that's my book buddy. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
and it takes her a long time to get out of the relationship. So her first relationship she was in, her first serious relationship she was in from the
Mhm,
time she was 19 to she was 27.
mhm,
And
mhm,
this man was also abusive, right? Physically and mentally abusive. It took her 8 years. The marriage with Michael, I want to say that was the same amount of time too. And even when she got with him, things moved really, really fast. Um,
Mm-hmm.
when the time came for them to get married, she actually didn't want to marry him, but she went forward with it because something happened where like her job wanted her to get married on the air. So they made it a really big thing,
mhm,
Mm,
and she was like, I really don't want to be with him, but I'm feeling this pressure from work, right?
mhm. And
Then with
them women was faxing her ass letters and notes. Mhm.
all kinds of stuff about him having
In
babies
the
and
book,
everything,
in the
right?
booker. Okay.
In the booker. But
Mhm,
then with Nesto, you see the same thing. She's getting pressured at work to get with a man, get a man, get a man, be with a man. Why you single, Shirley? You need to be dating. Get a man, Shirley, particularly from Steve. And even in the book, when he does the forward, the first thing out of his pen is, oh, Shirley is a single woman. Not she's accomplished, not she's a good mom, not even the part about him, her kind of teaching him the radio. Shirley's a single woman, and it's like, why is that the thing that everybody harps on? So she's getting all of this pressure to get coupled, to be in a category, right? Because people like Steve don't want single people around them, right? There's something inherently wrong with that for somebody like Steve. This is a man who's been in 3 marriages, but I digress. So we see how Nesto proposed
to her on the radio, right? The fact that she didn't even recognize this man's voice. Nesto has a distinctive voice. What you mean you didn't recognize him and you were surprised, right? But then he's on the air proposing to you. You get backed into a corner, whether you wanted to marry him or not. You say yes, and then Essence comes knocking, and you
Yeah.
get a spread and either on essence.com or in the magazine. So it's all this stuff that's all about appearances that's pushing you to a particular outcome. So it's pressure, right? And it's appearances. The other part of it for Shirley is the religion piece, right? So for
Mm,
her, one thing she said about the marriage with Michael is, well, God wouldn't want me to be here if I wasn't supposed to be here, which is an insane thing to say, because I don't think God would want that for you.
Right, right. Why would he want you to suffer? Okay.
Right. And so in her mind, she thought that was what was supposed to happen. God ordained that. So it wasn't until things got so far and so bad and just so untenable that she finally walked away from the marriage with Michael. And now here we go with Nesto. Things have gotten so bad and so far down the road and so untenable to the point where she's getting implicated in crimes. Then she finally walked away. So she's not somebody who learns a lesson. Like I said before, she's not introspective and she's not self-reflective. She makes the same mistakes over and over again. And she doesn't change her behavior. I hope she will now.
Yeah.
We're,
It's
we're, we're
she's
70.
70.
70.
It's 70. Yeah.
She's
We're
79. Those
70.
people 79.
Them folks 79,
You wrong. You
79
were wrong
years
for that shit.
old.
Yeah, and I mean, you're stuck in your ways, right, at 70, but at this point, you really need to learn the lesson
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
this point.
I agree.
So
I
that's all I
agree.
want to say. Those are my 2 points.
Thank
Thank
you,
and
you.
I
God
agree
bless you.
with
Latita.
you,
Good night.
girl.
I got
Thank
it
you,
now.
Latita.
Latita. Yes.
Latita. It's
I
ghetto. It's okay.
No, it's not. It's a beautiful name. I appreciate that timeline because I didn't know it's been 3 abusive relationships in a row. And
Yeah.
I think the first guy probably was her guy, but she moved and she didn't want to do a long distance relationship. But I think he may have been the one, and he wasn't abusive.
So yeah, so there was a dude in between, and so Lady T Bug, I remember you saying that the book wasn't in chronological order. I didn't read it in chronological order. I actually started at the end where she
Oh,
was
okay. Well,
kind of
maybe
talking
that's what I
about,
need to do.
yeah, she was talking about like herself. I was like, let me read this first because I'm
Okay, good
fascinated
tip.
about what she has to say, right?
Good tip.
Um,
Okay, because I got
so
the audible, but I can skip to the back. I can just go
yeah, I
backwards.
will skip to the
Okay.
end. So, and it sounds like based on the way that you've listened to it, I didn't read anything in terms of the chronology anyway, which is why I think
No,
anybody
I
who
just started
watched,
with chapter one.
yeah. So I think anybody who watched Chronicle Speaks video, like you really have
Mm-hmm.
to give it up to her because she did such a
Yeah.
good job of pulling the biography out
Yes.
of
Yes.
everything because,
I
like I
agree.
said, there ain't much
She
there,
actually
right?
had people saying if somebody, one of Shirley friends had called in, I'm like, baby, that's in that damn book. She did that. Another big ups. Yes, she did that.
She really did. She really did. So if you don't want to listen to the book, if you don't want to read the words, of course, I think we've all probably watched the video at this point. But like I said, I want to know why Shirley is the way that she is. And as I read that book, I wrote in the margins. I had my head in my hands. I'm just like, Shirley, what are you doing? What are you saying? What is going on?
And that's how I used to be, Latita, when I used to listen to the Strawberry Letters, because people say the Strawberry Letters are bad.
I'm
They've
finna have
never
it.
been good. They've
I can
never been
imagine.
good. They've never been good. The
I'm
the
finna
way
have
that
it.
they do them now is the way they've been doing them. That was the one part that I used to laugh at. Like, really?
It's yeah, I don't think anybody should be, of course we're listening to these calls and we know all this stuff, but even if you read that book, Shirley would not be the person that you would go to for advice. Maybe for some messed up advice, some funny advice that you know you're not gonna follow, but some real advice, absolutely not. And I do want to say final thing, and then I promise I'll shut up.
No, keep going.
No, keep going.
When Shirley was when Shirley was on the phone talking to Nesto about how people were hating on her and people wanted her life, that is one of her default settings. That's a feature, not a bug. She kind of
Yeah.
came into the world that way. And she says that throughout the book when she's talking about her marriage with Michael. She's constantly talking about, I thought everybody was hating on me. I thought everybody
Oh,
wanted my life and my man.
even though them people was faxing, y'all know that's the old school. Them people was faxing her, who couldn't text
Faxing.
or go on IG. They was faxing her information. How embarrassing though on your job,
And the
it-
thing, and the thing, some of the younger people in the room have to remember about a fax is you don't have a fax at your desk. Somebody would
No.
have to
You
go
got to
to the
go in the
machine,
middle.
I
go
would have
to the
copied. I would
machine,
have copied it. You know what I'm
get
saying,
the
and
paper,
left it face down.
yeah, and bring it to her. So even to
Hmm.
know who it was for, you had to look at it. So
Right.
people knew her business by the time it got to her desk.
Girl, the
I
Yeah.
bet you.
creditors was faxing, used to fax to our job. It was so funny because if you got a creditor fax, you better be hoping you not getting fired in what we did because it wasn't, that was the issue. That was a issue, having creditors contacting the job.
I
So
used to do that. We had
Hmm.
like I used to fax people at their job. Like when they listen, especially like some of them government employees. If I had their work fax number, we had to skip trace them because some of them owed like $100,000 and whatnot. Yeah, I had to fax them folks. Hi, hello. I had a fake name at the time. Hello, this is Jill Jones or whatever my name was. Yeah, you owe. This is an attempt to collect it. That any information obtained will be used for that purpose. I do have a
girl, I used
question.
to leave them on the fax like and turn
Remember,
it upside so you could be embarrassed so you could stop.
Oh,
now remember the old school that you had to. It was in the fax roll, and you had to go and cut it off. So you had to go look for your fax, like and see if it
Yeah.
was in there. Yeah, I'm that old. So I remember that. But I do have a question, Letitia. Do you think that Shirley helped Steve write that strawberry letter? Not strawberry letter. What is it? What's that silly book?
think like
his
a
book,
think like a
absolutely.
man.
Absolutely. And he admitted as much in his foreword.
Okay.
Absolutely. And that was one of the things that I noted. I said, oh, so she really did help him write that. Okay. But also in terms of kind of their perspectives about relationships, it makes sense. Cause they both, I'm sorry, I'm a curse a little bit. They both give fucked up advice. And it's
Yep.
along the same lines, right? So it makes sense that she contributed to that book. It does.
Yeah, because Steve one of them ninjas that's of the mind of you need a ninja and you don't. As a
Right.
woman, you don't have to have a man to complete you. I don't know why these ninjas out here think that. Like you don't have to be married or be with somebody and all that. You could, it's plenty of women out here doing it on their own, and that's part of the reason why. Because a lot of men, and I say a lot, not all, have come to the conclusion that a woman gonna accept them with their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. You can't accept it. And that's the problem with a lot of people. And it's starting to stir over to the women because they starting to do that F boy stuff too. Because it's like it's so many, like I learned when I first went into law enforcement because it was starting to become a lot of females. I'm like, I didn't know women did this. But you know why? Because a lot of men were not ready. They didn't want to do that job no more. They like, I ain't doing that. And then you get somebody that's like, you know, I'm gonna let her do it because women have had to harden themselves and become independent because you got all these F boys out here having these babies with these ladies and making them single parents. You ain't gotta be with them to not be to be a single parent because you're not parenting, you're not co-parenting. Co-parenting, you're not necessarily considered a single parent in my book. But all these dudes out here making these ladies single parents and they have to be strong and all this other stuff. And now they wearing the pants, but they only wearing the pants to bring in the bacon. And he frying it up in the pan. Cause y'all remember that back in the day? Bring home the bacon, she could fry it up in the pan. No, now
Mhm.
she bringing home the bacon and he frying it up in the pan. And then he trying to act like he wear the pants like he didn't brought the bacon home. But that's because of how a lot of these men have come to the conclusion that we gonna accept them. And
Well,
that's why if
yeah, I think the ultimate point really is just like misogyny, right? Particularly with Steve. The whole point is the marriage is not to benefit Shirley, right? The marriage is to benefit whatever man she marries, because as we know, a lot of times marriages mostly benefit the men in the
Men.
situation.
Mhm.
And I think that is more so what he's concerned about. Yes, you need to be coupled, but more so you need to be doing something to benefit a man, essentially, no
yeah, but you
matter
got a
who the
lot of
man is.
Latita, I don't know how old you are, but you got a lot of older women that will say, "Get you a man. You ain't got no man." Like that's a dig. Like, and that's
Right.
why I
Mhm.
said it's become to the point to where, and they're the ones who done raised these little sorry mofos. That's like, shoot, she just need a man. You know what I'm saying? So I was gonna round it about to that, but I think like it's not just men or Steve saying get a man. I think if you listen to the show when they were on, everybody on there was coupled up, and it was kind of, I think it was more intimidating to her that everybody else had somebody. And then when it came time, she listening to Steve and want Steve's life or Marjorie's life, that she was like, he looked like money, so let me
Yeah.
go along with him.
Yeah. And I
And
think that
Steve,
was part of it too. Absolutely.
yeah, and Steve blessed it like Steve is somebody, because people hold Steve to a higher. And I'm like, do y'all not
Agreed.
remember Steve? Do y'all not know Steve and Mary's story? The Steve before Mary's story? Like Steve and his wives, the stories, I don't know the names of the
Mhm.
wives, but Mary wasn't the first wife. The first wife he did bow, the second wife he did bow, and third wife, now Marjorie got him all rolled up like a Tootsie Roll, and he can't leave her to save his life. Cause if he leave her, it's over, my
Oh,
man.
she's
She
taking
got
all
you.
of it. She's
She
taking all
got
of
you.
it.
And that's
You've
why I
adopted her
think,
child at this point.
yeah,
She's taking all
yeah.
of it.
She
Good
done
luck.
rolled her whole family up in your life. So at one, if you get
Yeah.
rid of her, you can't get rid of them because you legally did that, homeboy. You can't go back now at the ripe
That
ages of 30 and 40 and say, I don't want these kids no more. No.
that's a whole nother subject. Adopting those grown kids.
It's those kids. Like this is that's a marriage. It's like that marriage is. I can only line it with a prepaid card. They loaded it up to the max, and it's already prepaid. Like there's no prenup. She knows that she's gonna get it if something happens to him. Um, the kids are her and the kids are gonna split everything, and who knows? She might even cut out the kids, her
Because I'm
own
going to tell y'all
kids.
like this. I didn't know the difference between Mary and Marjorie. I always thought they was the same person because just like
Mm-mm.
Ebony just said, he would praise Mary so much on the
Yep.
radio that I didn't really figure out that Mary wasn't Marjorie until he like, I got custody of Winton, and I started talking like that. And I'm like, huh? When did this happen? Because he used to do the comedy thing, and he was always with Sid and Turner or somebody like that, and they're my favorites. So I'm gonna go watch Sid, and then Steve old bold self come out. So it's like, okay, when did this happen? And then when you start hearing stuff and you start seeing stuff, and then you start kind of putting two and two together, riding up the middle to see the story, it's like Steve is a user. Like he used these women until he found somebody. And again, in my opinion, Marjorie is the pimp. Cause gone Marjorie, I want to be like you when I get old, my girl. Cause she the pimp.
Her and
Cause
Lori really could teach classes, and I will
Child.
be first in line to sign up. I need to know.
To me,
I
that's a
need to
whole
know.
that's a whole thing not to be proud of is to have. I mean, I'm just going. Okay, I'm not. I'm not.
I
I'm not
would. I'm with you, Glorious. Like with
I,
the
and,
I just
and-
want
Lori,
to know. I just want to
girl,
know what are you doing? What are you
what are
telling
you
these men?
doing?
What are you
the
doing? I
the
want to
Lori
know.
class, I don't want to know because the Lori
No.
class, Lori is she's moving like a hoe. You know, it
Oh
just
my gosh.
I mean, Marjorie at least got the she secured the bag and whatever
Y'all
she.
notice I didn't say Lori.
Okay, I'm
I
just saying.
said Marjorie.
Well, Marjorie, yes, I thought her mother would teach her, but Lori is moving.
Mm.
She's navigating like, and now she's on. Did y'all know she was on an adult men's magazine? Now,
So is this something to be proud of?
I mean, she's a gorgeous young lady. She really is. She's absolutely
Absolutely.
beautiful. But
Absolutely.
that should be something where if you're gonna move like where I'm working to secure the bag, secure the dang old bag then. Like actually secure
Yes.
it. Don't sit here and give your body away and then be photographed. I don't want to be photographed with all these famous guys. Give me one good famous guy who's not a scumbag and I'm good.
And I didn't say Lori because I don't know what Lori does other than have a lot of boyfriends. So my thing with Marjorie is the fact that she learned from a kingpin, and she was able to keep it going and attached herself to Steve. And I believe she furthered him because she's a moneymaker. She's a mover and a shaker. So she is very much a hustler. Marjorie is the hustler to me, in my
I,
opinion. So I think that's the difference for, and Lori for me is just, I don't understand it because I really don't follow her. But the only thing I know is she done had a bunch of boyfriends. I don't know that she's making money. I don't know that she's out here moving and shaking. But I do know, especially from Jim Townsend and his interviews and book, that Marjorie kept the money going till she met Steve, because Steve didn't come
oh,
along right when Big Jim got locked up. She kept the money flowing.
Oh no.
So I'm just saying.
Okay, Al, we gotta read Al. Marjorie secured the bag because she's getting older. So he said, Lori still got time to play.
okay. That runs out real quick. That runs out real quick. But I,
You
I, I, I kind
Mm-mm.
of down to disagree with you about just a little bit on the Steve thing. I think that, in my opinion, humble
Hmm.
opinion, I think that she's a latch on, and that his wife is a latch on. I think that Steve was on the projection. He was projecting upward anyway, and I think that her timing was right. I don't give her as much credit, I guess, as a lot of other people have give her credit, as far as his
Credit
career
for
and
what?
some of the
Oh,
his career and the decisions that
no.
he's made. I don't. I mean, I'm not saying he's all that either, but I'm just saying I don't believe. I believe she's getting a little bit too much credit. She picked the right time. She picked the right time.
But did you
And
know that she was already, allegedly,
in the
but I
background,
believe
yeah.
it, she
Hmm.
was
Hmm.
already there. So
Hmm.
this is my thought is Marjorie had the money. She was still in. This is my conspiracy theory right here, y'all. In
Okay,
my
somebody.
mind, Marjorie bag, she had already secured the bag from Jim because she had his kids. So she was still making that money however he taught her. That's what we gonna say. However, I read it, but I'm gonna say
Hmm.
however, but I'm not
Hmm.
gonna put
Hmm.
that out here like that because allegedly. But she was still running the money. She had properties. Marjorie did not come to this relationship broke. I'm not
Hmm.
saying that she did anything for Steve. I'm saying she elevated him because Mary was more of a homebody, homemaker type lady, and she had
Hmm.
his back
Hmm.
all the way. And when he
Hmm.
saw Marjorie making the money, moving and shaking, but Marjorie a street. Marjorie was I'm not gonna say in the streets, but she knew how to maneuver in the streets. Put it like that. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because Jim taught her. He said it. She ain't denied it. She ain't said nothing. So he said in his book and his interviews, he's done a couple. Jim Townsend is them kids' daddy, them younger kid, the her oldest. I mean, her oldest two, I believe. And he said he taught her the game on how to secure the bag. Mind you, Jim was married as well. allegedly. Jim was married as well, and she was the side piece. So that was she was doing side chick things the side
Mhm.
chick way back then. And all I'm saying is she moved in on Mary and she saw an opportunity and she took advantage of her opportunity because
Yeah.
Mary, who was more of a homebody, didn't really know the flash, the light, the glitz, the. Because if you think about it, all of a sudden Steve had a glow up. Think about Steve as he came along in his career from stuff you might have seen him. Steve had a
Mhm.
serious glow up. And I believe that's the
Mhm.
time where Marjorie actually had her into him.
He
Now she
stopped
may
wearing
have
that
known
wig.
him, but she had her hooks into him and was because I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm not giving her credit for all the stuff that he was doing because he made that stuff happen.
Yeah.
However, how I move with my husband, a lot of the stuff that people swear he just
Oh yeah,
blah,
yeah,
blah,
yeah.
blah,
Uh-huh.
it's me. Cause
Yeah.
without me, he ain't that. He don't even care about that stuff. That be
Yeah.
me doing some stuff. He don't care.
Oh,
So
I
it's
believe
like
that.
that's what I'm saying. Like Marjorie came in and put the Marjorie spin on what he was already doing.
Doing,
And
yeah.
Mary didn't have a Mary spin. She was the dutiful wife. She was doing wifely things, raising the son and all this stuff. And he wifed the side chick because the side chick was helping him with the glow up, in
Right.
my opinion. And as I watch him over the years, you can see the glow up. And that's why I say Marjorie did her thing and she secured the bag because the
Oh
bag
yeah.
is secured.
Yeah, she now I will say I believe she was an impact on his life as far as make some of his career decisions. I do believe
Oh,
Come on, Glorious. Every time you get
I'm
good,
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
you
I
gonna
keep giving
call and
out.
somebody calls you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I believe. I
tell
believe.
them you busy.
No, my phone keeps. I got a new phone, so I don't know what it's doing. So anyway, no, I believe that she has had a lot of assisted him a lot as far as
Influence. Yeah.
yeah the decisions he's made. I do believe that, but I don't think that she all the credit she's goes to her. I just don't think that. And I'm still and I do side eye about the adopting of the I side eye that.
That's weird. That's weird to me.
I don't understand what you're doing.
I do Glorious. Let me tell you what she doing. Okay, this is my opinion on that. Cause anybody that know anything about estates
Mm.
and laws and stuff about
girl,
when people
yes.
pass away and they
Mm-hmm.
got money, we're
Mm-hmm.
adopting these kids because you already ain't take care of your other kids. But when you go or whatever happened to you, I make sure my kids' future is
Taken
secured
care of.
in this
Mm-hmm.
because they adopted. They legally yours, homeboy. So my kid, I got my bag. I'm just make sure my kids get their bag too. That's what that's all about. And that's
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's what I feel like. That's why she because there's no other earthly reason to adopt those kids out. They all have fathers, all of them. And
Mm-hmm.
whoever said it in the chat, the oldest two are his. He says it in the book and in interviews. He says Lori is his cousins. That's what he says. That's what he said. So I don't know if it's true allegedly, but that's what Jim
What
said.
did you just say? You
You
said
heard me?
Lord.
You heard me?
We got to get the book club going, baby, because
You
yeah, it's
heard
too
me?
much. I got to
Jim
put up a
said
post.
that. Jim said that. He on this YouTube, Jim Townsend. He said that one of them Marjorie kids is his cousins. That's what he said.
That's what
Not
the
me.
streets.
He
That's what
said
the
that.
streets said. Who was that? MJ. I haven't seen MJ in here. I think it was MJ that said that she knew somebody that I may be saying the wrong person. I want to say it's MJ that knew somebody that knew Marjorie back in the day.
Hmm.
I think it was MJ, but I don't see her in here today.
See, Chick-fil-A guy agreeing with me
Well,
because that's what
dang,
he
that's
said.
Steve. Then now I'm back. Steve don't need to give nobody no advice then, because I what? Wait a minute now. And you can't be outside of a marriage. Has he ever been? He's gone from marriage to marriage to marriage. He can't give no advice. I don't know what's going on. That's a new one to me. I didn't know that part.
And
Okay.
she's single. Why you gonna listen to her? She's single. She's single and had nothing but a string of bad relationships. So I ain't
I'm
listening to neither one of y'all. I'm gonna listen to what y'all say, and I'm gonna do the opposite. That's how about
I'm
that?
I'm gonna say this about people who've been in bad relationships and who are single. Like they, they may have. I don't know about Shirley, but however, and I don't even know about Steve giving the advice, but I'm just not. I'm not going to speak about all of the single people who have had bad relationships, like in totality. I
No, I'm
believe
talking
that.
about them
Okay,
two,
them maybe not, but
them two.
people, but people who have been in bad relationships and who are single, they can give good advice. They can give you advice on maybe
Oh
even.
yeah.
I mean, there's a plethora of things that they can provide. Even
Yeah.
Shirley, if who was just up here, Latita, um, if like she said, she does some introspective work, some therapy, because it doesn't sound like Shirley did therapy. She just like,
She did go
um,
to therapy.
oh,
She
she
actually
had
did go to therapy.
how long?
It didn't work.
She didn't say. She didn't say, but I think you're
The
right,
therapist
Vic.
was jealous of her.
Oh
Oh
Lord, have
Ooh.
gosh.
mercy. I think you're right though, Vic. There is something to be learned from people who've been in bad relationships, but I think it's less about them giving us the advice and us sort of looking and saying, okay, what can I take from what this person went through? What can I learn from
Yes,
their experience,
like
But
to
you know
apply to my
what?
life?
Most people that have and see this, I was just talking about Shirley and Steve, but since we gonna go there, what I'm gonna say is I've heard people that's been in string of bad relationships and then decide, look, I'm gonna be single because I'm not picking right. I don't know what it is, but
absolutely.
I'm gonna give you some things that I did, or I'm gonna say some things. And what they do is they put insight out about what they did, how they did it, and different things like that, and they tell people. See, these folks ain't telling people. They sitting up here
Right.
giving you this advice like it's the
Mhm.
gospel, like they in such great positions right now. That's the kind of I don't want to hear that. When I hear some advice from somebody, I want to hear the whole truth, not that half
Hmm.
truth of how happy you are now or how happy you were at one point because you did XYZ. Okay, why didn't it work and why did it work? And what did you do when it failed? And what see, that's what a lot of people in failed relationships do. They go and either do the work or they figure out what that thing is. And I had a lot of friends tell me, I'm not accepting this. I'm not accepting that. I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna be single. So I would never
And
hold that against nobody. But you not gonna advise me on what to do with my husband if you ain't never been married and ain't never had a similar situation. And I'm not even gonna take your advice. I'm gonna just listen to what you say. And
Mhm.
then because you never know everything of what somebody else is going through. So I'm gonna take what you said and I'm gonna use it for me. I'm not going to just listen to you and follow your advice. And that's the problem with a lot of people that do give advice, like for me, Shirley and Steve, because they're telling you their good parts about what they're talking about instead of giving it to you raw and truthfully. Because Shirley's advice is so dingy that I'm like, that
it's
ain't
a
going to
lot.
work.
It deals with I know a lot from my understanding, and I haven't listened to Strawberry Letter a lot. And from my understanding, it has a lot to do with like religion
Ebony
and
just called me Shania.
I, but if I'm not, is Shan you correct? Shan correct? I was about to call you Shan, your girl.
Get her, Ebony.
Yes. Um, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't her a lot of her Strawberry Letter advice come with like religion attached to it?
Probably.
Huh?
It's for entertainment. Al says for entertainment
What you
purposes
say?
only.
I said, doesn't a lot of her like the Strawberry Letter stuff come with religion attached to it?
Not what I used to listen to, no.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, it doesn't seem like she's, to me, at this present time. I mean, and I could be wrong.
But
I
you
don't
know
know the
what,
lady,
Vicky?
but
I will tell you one thing before I forget, because you know I'll forget in a minute. She
hmm
was given a lot of second chances. And I don't believe in everybody get a second chance. That's just me. And some
yeah,
things are deal breakers. Go ahead,
I
Vic.
mean,
I'm sorry.
I just like no, and I'm with you. I mean, I can forgive a lot. I can really forgive a lot because I know I have been a scumbag in some of my relationships. So I tend to forgive that now. However, I have chosen to be single, and I'm not necessarily interested in getting in a relationship because I know like okay, I still got work to do on me.
Mhm.
So if I'm giving somebody relationship advice, I try to give it from the work that I have been doing. Not, and I'll tell them like this is the stuff. that got me caught up, or this is stuff that got me in trouble, or here's how I mean, especially me being a Libra, I try to look at things from a balanced perspective. As far as Steve and Shirley go, s- when I never read the book, I never watched Think Man Act Woman or whatever. I never watched it. I mean, never read it. I'm sorry. I watched some of the movie, not all of it. And I think I watched some of the other movie. It just seemed like a lot of game playing, and I'm not interested in that kind of stuff. I want a life partner, and they just seem like you're playing a bunch of games, and I don't know what I'm not sure where the perspective of Shirley's coming from. If she's coming from like a wounded place, or if she's coming from this holier than thou place, or they're coming from a rich person's or like wealthy person's place. So
Hmm.
I couldn't really take their advice seriously, but it makes for good entertainment. You got to take it just basically what it is, a grain of salt in a segment on a TV show, and they get money for it, and people will eat it up. So God bless. As far as Shirley with Ernest, whatever he did to her to get her to, I don't know, to just relax all of her personal values and relax everything that she knew better than to do. I hope she is recovering from it. At 70, I don't, I ain't gonna lose hope. I hope she recovered from it. I don't necessarily think that she
Okay.
was. I don't think she was involved in like his scams. I think of course we know she benefited from them, but I mean, how much is the benefit when you didn't got implicated? Like Latita said, it's she didn't had 3 different relationships. 8 years is the magic number. 3 different relationships. She didn't had 8 years of bad luck. So she's had eight. Now she's like faced with this. I hope that she's learned from this. What was I? I lost my train of thought. Oh, I don't think she was. I don't think she was involved in this. I think she just benefited from it. And we know that she's cooperating. I do not believe she's an unindicted co-conspirator.
Okay.
Um, I believe Dominique is the unindicted co-conspirator. I believe Lamont is involved in this. They just don't have enough evidence. Because I was watching some of my favorite criminals who have served time, and they were kind of talk. I was just looking at like just there from there. These are smart criminals, like who learn from
Okay, Dolores.
learn from their mistakes, and they learned the law while they were in prison. They got caught, now they learned the law, so they helped other inmates get out earlier, write appeals and stuff. And they were kind of like basically like laying out
Framework.
the unindicted co-conspirator,
Oh, okay.
or people who don't get indicted. Lamont is implicated in this. There's something
You
cooking up.
know he was the lawyer, so how they gonna
Not
let that
not
guy?
just the lawyer. There's more. I think there's more
The
to it.
girls, the
The
girls,
girls. I think there's something
He was the
separate.
house mother.
You think he was the
the
wrangler,
house. He was like the male version of Sonya.
he was the
Yep.
whole hustler,
Yep.
the
He was the den daddy.
Yep. The Den Daddy. Yep.
and then getting a little putty tat
Yep.
on
Because
the
they
side.
thought he had some money too. Because Nesto kept him looking sharp. Whatever Shirley had him looking like, that's what he had Lamont looking like. But
But yeah,
I'm gonna say, she said last thoughts. But what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna be gone because my roommate is getting restless because I'm loud.
Yep, and I gotta get a
So
rundown of the coins. So
what I
when
was
he
gonna
go,
say was that I
I forgot.
personally think actually I never read the book, but watching the movie, it was kind of some good insight. It was saying make dudes don't just be passing out the cookie. That's my come away from it. It wasn't really so much as the
Wasn't it like
game
a
plan.
90-day rule or something
Yeah,
like?
the
Okay,
90-day rule on passing out the cookie, and if he actually say I love you in a meaningful way without him it being I love you just to get some nookie, that can break the cabinet. You know what I'm saying? But I
I don't
thought it
believe
was
that.
kind of a comic relief about romance without. I felt like it was almost a dig at Steve saying girls too loose out here these days. Cause it was, for me, it was more of him trying to tell you again a play. And that's why I thought maybe Shirley did help him. Cause to me, act like a woman, think like a man is kind of a play on the strawberry letters. Like, don't be passing out the cookie at 90 days. If they don't, if they're mama's boy and all this other stuff, they did not make sure they put you first. And all, it was kind of some actual factual things that in a
Mhm.
relationship you should just not be passing out the cookie to every guy you meet just because he roll up and say, hey, you cute. But and every guy shouldn't be meeting your kids and
Right.
mama's boys and all this other stuff. It was actually some good things in there. You just had to pull it out. But I felt like it was a slight coming from a man, in my opinion. Because Steve, knowing how you done ran through these wives and the Mary situation of it all, even when the divorce was playing out, it was just messy, and I felt like Steve was very mean to her. That's what I'm gonna say, mean to her. And that's why I never think that Steve is out here helping Shirley do anything. Only thing Steve helped Shirley do was marry a con artist. And she just hopefully got out in time to where she can salvage the rest of her life at 70 years old. And I hope we got enough for the document. So,
Oh, we
cause
gonna get
this is all we
document.
gonna get. This is all we gonna get because I don't,
We need
after
this. This the
listening,
discovery. I feel like this the
yeah,
discovery. This
yes,
everything.
yes, because and after this, I don't think we gonna see a lot of court time on this case. But y'all have a good night, and as usual, I love all you ladies. This was good, Latita. Come on back, girl. Every time you come up here, you giving us some nuggets. All right,
Night, night, friend.
glorious. I always enjoy
Bye,
you, and
Shan.
Vicky. You know you my favorite tussle party when I talk. You know what I'm saying, Vic? I love it, girl.
I
Lady
love
T
you too,
Bug,
girl.
holla at you.
Please.
All right. Good night.
Good night. So my final thoughts are just as
Yeah,
far, yeah.
Shirley didn't read it. Sorry. Sorry, that was too
What?
real. Shirley didn't read it either. Go ahead.
Read what? The book,
The think like a man book.
Look,
girl.
she just wrote it. She didn't read it. That's hilarious.
I mean, as far as that book, I'm gonna say this about that 90-day rule. If you giving it up before 90
We're
days,
gonna be like
l-
Sonya.
I mean, if you give it, just don't expect them to stick around. But that's your thing, and if you want to do it, do it.
Yeah, and that's
But
okay.
but know that a lot of men won't stick around. I mean, and you could sit there and who knows how early is too early? Because there are some weird old men out there that say like, "Oh, she let me get it only in 3 months." Some men, I mean, there are just some weird men out there. Like, so it's a coin toss, especially after you get to a certain age. Like once you get past 30, 35, like 40, some men just expect you to give it up right away. I'm just saying. There are men right now like they just assume you ain't no virgin. Go on and drop them draws. I mean, they just go ahead and roll them down. I know you got on big girl panties. Some men will be disrespectful if you say, "Look, I want to wait." Some men are just disrespectful. But as far as this document goes,
Hmm.
I am going to go review Pam's thingamajigger. However, I enjoyed this conversation. Latita, please, yes, and Glorious, and I said what I said. Please feel better. And Shan, as always, y'all don't be strangers up here. Like we love having this agreeing to disagree, and Lady T Bug leaves it open. And as long as we're respectable and agreeable, she is an awesome host and an awesome channel um, to come to and just have a great discourse. As far as the documents go, Nesto, like go to your lawyer. Sonya, go ahead and play this for Nesto since you like playing the calls to him in jail. Play this, play
I'm
this for
laughing.
you.
I'm laughing.
Play this for him, and let like this. Hear me and hear me good. As somebody who kind of understands the position that you in, bruh. Go on, talk to your attorney. Forget what Sonya talking about. She talking about that no plea, no deals. That's what you got all this evidence coming out, them seeking out extra people. You should have like saw what you get from the get go. But now you stuck. Now you not going home ever again. Erica asked and went up in there and Erica just gave them everything. So fuck the truck search. Everybody came forward on you. Lamont, Erica. Who did we find out about today? I know Melody. I know Gail. It was the other person whose motorcycle he stole.
Why can't I remember her name? I gotta look
I
it up. I
I
don't know.
can't. Monique, was it Monique?
Nope. With a C.
I don't know.
I'm
Somebody.
looking it up. I'm looking it up.
And like you sending people Bible verses when they asking for their stuff back.
Washington.
Somebody, Miss Washington, whatever. Like, look, it's too much evidence around surrounding you, buddy. Just go ahead, talk to your attorney. Put yourself at the mercy of the ADA. See what you can work out as far as like, am I gonna be able to step one day out of jail before I pass away? And then see if you could at least work that deal out. Like, can I get? I don't know. Can I get? How old is he? 60? Can I get 25 years instead of 105?
Damn.
Just see what you could do.
Olivia Washington.
Okay, Olivia. So yeah, like it's too much evidence, and I understand innocent until proven guilty, but it's not looking good. And Sonya can sit there because Sonya gonna leave. Sonya may not. She ain't looking good. Period. Like just in general, she passing out. She about to die. Like like several times. God bless her. Let me knock on wood for her. It's not looking good. So just put yourself at the mercy of your attorney, and whether they throw out this truck evidence or not, it's not looking good. So just go on and talk to your attorney. Have that good deep conversation, that brother to brother talk, and say, what can we do? Can it be 22 instead of 37? What did Dre say?
Can I
35,
come
dude.
out?
Hmm.
Can I come out standing up or in a damn pine box?
Mm.
Right. Yes, at least one day out of jail. Can I smell the fresh air? Something. Something. And as always, Lady T Bug and all the rest of the ladies on the panel and the chat and gentlemen who were in the chat, thank you kindly.
The arrows
Um,
pulling it down.
I can't wait for you to tell us if we have enough to get these
Oh, we
documents
don't
in.
have enough. I'll put the rest. We good.
Okay,
I just
so
gotta create a Google
Bank says she.
Drive.
Okay,
Bank she babysitting, so she'll hit me up. She'll hit me up.
okay,
So
okay, all right. Cause
she'll hit me up as well. I know she'll
I
hit me up.
I need reading material because I might put that in my AI thing and listen to that at
You
work because I got to go back in on Thursday.
watch out, Silverback. You may be next, allegedly. Well, she got court coming up for her own case. Think the 7th or something like that.
Oh, is that the
Oh,
AirTag case?
Yes.
girl,
Okay.
bye, girl, please. Bye. Good night, y'all.
Good night,
Yeah.
Vicky. Thanks for coming up. Gloria, Shan. I said what I said. And we got Latita still with us.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make it quick. Thank you again for having me up. Thank you to all the ladies for letting me jump into the conversation. I'm really looking forward to getting these documents. I need to understand a little bit more of maybe what Will Wooten is getting from Sonia. And it seems like he was
Hmm.
signaling a little bit of that, according to Pam. So I just want to see the documents for myself.
Yes.
I might do like Vic, just take an afternoon, sit down, read them. Maybe
Hmm.
have Adobe PDF read them to me. I don't
That's
know.
what I'm gonna do.
But yeah, I mean that's it. I want to see the documents. I want to know what's going on, and I wish Sean Hoover luck. I know he probably had a cow, a goat, and 2 baby chickens tonight when he saw that filing. So we'll see how it goes. We will see. But yeah, that's it. I will let it go. Thank you again, Lady T Bug. Looking forward to the Google Drive or whatever it is that Bank puts together. And think about getting a Discord. I think you need to get a Discord because your community is a little bit different. Y'all do a lot of talking. It'll help you communicate. and like
That's
coordinate stuff,
so because
and we could probably
I'm actually in a Discord,
okay.
but in another, not with Nesto stuff, but okay, I could do that. I could do that.
Yeah, I think you need your own Discord. It would be fun if there were like a Nesto sector Discord, but that could be something for another time. I think it would be kind of dope to see all the creators in the space get together, but that's an idea for another day. But yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you again. Y'all have a good evening.
Okay. Oh, I see a love, a love. I love the Discord. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. All right, y'all. Let me give y'all the rundown. Everybody that donated, I got, and this ain't in no particular order. This just everyone. And first, I'm gonna do super chats, and then I'll do cash out. Real Glorious, Leo Lady 251, Texas Toy, Aries 1, Salty Buzzard, Cross Country Cruise Her. Oh, okay. Cross Country Cruise Her twice, and Aries 1. I have you on here twice as well. And Tanya B. So that's who I have for the super chats. For the cash apps, I said what I said, Latita, Leo Lady. I almost said something else. And Vicky. But I know Bank will hit me up. So and Shan will both hit me up. So that's who we have. The plan is to put the Google Drive together tonight. I'm gonna have to email. I'm gonna have to drop the link for you guys so y'all can, so I can accept y'all to be able to come in and be able to download it and all that. But I plan to have that done for y'all first thing in the morning, so y'all we can get the documents and we can get them. Donations without me came up to 110. 110. Yeah, we at 110. So I'll put the rest if they don't, but we getting the damn documents. We getting the documents, okay? So I'll be working on it. Hey Houston foodies, welcome. Do you have the documents? Would you like to join the club? Houston foodie, hit me up on IG. Okay. Sean suit rip baby like the Hulk. Tonight being mad. Sean went on a super Hulk smash and cried. That's the lie to you. The front porch is different from any other. Thank you, Sonya Boots. Okay. Hit me up on IG. I'm finna get off because I gotta go run in the kitchen. Please hit me up on IG or I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up. Okay. Good night, everyone. And thanks to everyone that contributed. I am going to get on that ASAP. I ain't gonna run off on the plug, baby, like IS over there. I promise y'all gonna get these damn documents. All right. Good night, everyone. Let me get y'all outro. Choo. I see you, Shelly C. I'm adding you on. We at 115. They 139, I think, but it don't matter. I'll put the rest. All right, bye.